What's up, guys? Young Bucks, old goats. I'm the goat. I got the tank with me. Tank, the just tank.
Yeah, just tank today, bro.
Tank, the just tank. Or tank, just tank. Just tank. All right. Got it. What's up, everybody? How you doing, bro?
Good, bro. Doing good. It's Friday.
It's Friday. I'll drink to that. Hell yeah.
You know what comes after Friday, right?
Podcast?
Oh, Saturday and then Sunday.
Oh, good, bro. You and my daughter are like at the same exact you guys say like similar things.
Nice, man.
She says that to me every once in a while just to check. So dude, you know, we were supposed to have a guest tonight. That didn't work out. The show must go on, right? They say that in show business. Show must go on.
Yep.
One of our co-host podcast mates, he's on sabbatical. The show must go on, right?
Yep.
Shout out to Hylia. Show must go on. So we just kind of scrambled a show together. We're just gonna hang out, dude. Maybe one of our boys will jump on a little bit later. And actually, like a year ago, we're gonna just kind of go back a year, because a year ago, not only did like the pandemic shit get real, but we also did the simulation episode that we're gonna do tonight, which somehow that episode disappeared, got hacked out of the Matrix. Some rogue agents, or maybe, people that didn't want the truth to be out there about the simulation. Who knows? But that episode was lost. What happened?
Maybe a skeptic 0%er.
A 0%er. We don't know who this could be, but I think we know who it was. But anyways, motherfuckers. Anyways, that show's gone. We're going to recreate. We're going to hit up the simulation theory, talk about that a little bit. But dude, have you thought about...
And we had the super famous and youngest
Young
doe.
Yeah.
Sarita.
Sarah was with us. Shout out to Sarah. I know it's disappointing. I've been trying to regenerate that, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So we'll have to redo it one day. But we're gonna redo it today as best we can. But before we get to that, dude, do you remember, dude, like a year ago, right around this time, dude? It was a Thursday night. They had been on TV every day, closing borders. But the thing that happened was Trump closed some borders. The NBA canceled the season. Rudy what's the dude's name? Gobert touched all those fucking microphones and shit, fucking around. He got sick, canceled the NBA season. Tom Hanks, he got coronavirus. All of a sudden, it's like, whoa. Remember that? Was that like the moment for you?
Yeah, I think once that happened with the NBA, that they shut it down, because for the most part, dude, sports, they just want to make their money, man. And then he did that, and then he got it, and it was just like, fuck. Everybody hated him after that. Because pretty much it was
NFL,
him.
NBA Defensive Player of the Year, but he couldn't defend against the coronavirus, dude.
Nope, he could not defend against that.
And he got Donovan Mitchell sick. Schools closed. My kids haven't been back to school since then. Disney closed. Motherfuckers were buying all the toilet paper fucking in existence.
Those people might have toilet paper till today.
Of course they do, bro.
They couldn't return it.
You can't shit that much, dude. No way, dude. Like, I wonder if they started using it for napkins and shit. Or
that's
like
crazy,
other uses.
Right?
It's a psychological thing.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's you see everybody getting it, dude. I work for a catering company, and when I buy, I go right there to BJ's, which is a wholesaler, and I buy in bulk. And when I buy a lot. So like, let's say I buy whatever chicken thighs, I buy a lot of them. Like today, I bought a lot of skirt steak because this weekend we have a couple caterings to do, and dude, everybody just looks at you like, and then they go look at the product like, hey, why is he buying all of this?
Because that's human nature, dude. It's all like,
Curiosity.
yeah, if you stand in the middle of the street in your house and you're standing looking at something, dude, anybody that passes by, they're gonna go and look and see what you're looking at, because it's just like, this must be interesting. It's interesting to him for some reason, so it must be interesting. Let me go see if it is interesting. Or why are you buying so much of that? That shit must be on special or something,
Yeah,
dude. Why is he
exactly.
buying so much of that? And then the thing with the toilet paper, I remember at the time I was also amazed by it. It gave people, so it took up a lot of space in your shopping cart. So it felt like you were getting a lot of something. So like it somehow made people feel good to buy a bunch of it. So like it's a bunch of stuff, and they just felt like, I'm getting a lot of something, rather than 1,000 sheets of paper. They're this big. You get 1,000 rolls of toilet paper, you fill up a whole fucking minivan or some shit. It's crazy. Um, what else happened a year ago, dude? Because it was fucking hand sanitizer, dude. Remember the hand sanitizer thing?
Oh, yeah, right. Well, everything. If we want to get into that, fucking gloves, like normal day things for us. Like for us, Lysol. That was like a normal thing that we would buy because we would disinfect our boxes that we would use to take the caterings. We would always just after they came back from a catering, we would just spray them with Lysol, and it was a normal thing. And then we couldn't get it for the longest. Gloves, we could. It was kind of hard to get. They were getting expensive.
Masks went
Yeah.
fucking off the rails.
Um, Everything, paper towels, fucking. Well, here in Florida, at least, people buying water. You know, the only way that they know how to prepare is for hurricanes. So whatever the fuck they could buy for a hurricane, they would buy it.
Canned foods.
Mm-hmm.
Canned foods were big. Um, I remember we were we were buying like a lot of fucking extra food,
Yeah.
like to not have to go, because it seemed at the beginning like it was going to be a few week thing. They were like, stay home for a couple weeks, we'll curtail this thing. Dude, can you imagine if they would have told you, yeah, it's going to be a fucking year? Well, now things seem to be going back to normal more, right?
Yeah, they do.
How often do you go somewhere and you like forget your mask?
Not anymore.
That happened to me the other day, and it
Nah,
had never really happened to me.
I don't because since I deliver the food to people, I always have it. So to me, it's normal. Yeah.
That to me was like a sign of like I felt like things were going back to normal. Like I didn't worry so much about getting my mask. I fucking left without my mask. I was about to walk into the store and I was like, oh shit, I don't have my fucking mask. Um, you gonna get vaccine?
I think so.
Like as soon as they give it to you? As soon as they
So
make it available?
yeah, as soon as I can.
What else is going on? Yeah, so I found some of those notes, dude, from last year, and it was interesting. Do you hear my dog going crazy in the background?
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with him. The Olympics, I remember that shit. That they were like,
They were supposed to be in Japan, I think, that year.
yeah. John was gonna go. Old goat John was gonna
He
go to Japan.
was.
Yeah,
Yes, he was.
that was in question for a little while. All right, dude. Let's hit the current events. What's going on in the current events
All
before we
right.
get into the rest of the episode?
Let's talk about. You want to talk about the lightning?
The Tampa Bay Lightning,
No, the lightning crotch.
Lightning crotch.
You heard about that one or no?
Tell me more about it.
Okay, so I don't know if You kind of sound like you're excited about it. I don't know if you will.
It could be good. It could be bad. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Hey.
Actually, I don't think I want to stick my thing into any sockets and get lightning crotch. So I'm not sure.
Alright, so that is that was quote. She was experiencing lightning crotch. Hillary Duff. I don't know if you know who she is. She was on Disney Channel as a teen star. Um, whatever. She's having her third kid, and I just thought it was funny that she explained that she was experiencing lightning crotch. And I guess it's a term. I don't know if it's like a medical term or it's something that I had never heard it before. I don't know if you have.
I have never heard of crotch, dude, to be honest with you.
And Dr. Christine Greaves, she's an OBGYN from Orlando, Florida. She says lightning crotch refers to a really painful feeling like just an electric bolt twine or something in the vagina or in the pelvis during pregnancy.
So obviously, only pregnant women
Right.
get this. Is
Or
this Hillary Duff?
Or that kind. Yes, that's her. She has purple hair now, though.
Is that a side effect of the lightning crotch?
I think it might be, yes. Due to static.
She's a pretty girl.
All right. So, I thought that one was funny.
Well,
But,
I hope she's okay, dude, with that lightning crotch.
Yeah, I guess it's painful. They said. I just thought it was a funny term.
Did it say she has this with all her kids, or is this the first time she gets the lightning crotch?
I don't know.
All right, that's not important.
And
we
it's
wish her
something.
well.
It's
with her
something that
crotch.
happens when like the baby is close to being born.
I wonder if it's some type of have anything to do with the contractions, or
Maybe my wife called it Braxton. I think she called it Braxton something.
Hicks.
And it's Braxton Hicks. Yeah, it's like your body preparing. It's like showing you the contractions or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, those are like fake contractions that your body has. I don't know if that has anything to do with this lightning crotch phenomenon. But the Haxton, what is it?
Braxton Hicks.
Yeah, not Tony Braxton. Whatever you said. Those are like fake contractions that like they prepare you for the real deal. Yeah, I remember those. Tony Braxton contractions, I think is what they're called.
No, Braxton Hicks.
Yeah, I know. I was
sorry,
joking.
bro.
I was joking. That was a joke. Tony Braxton was an R&B singer.
Didn't like the sister win like 5 Grammys in one night or some shit like that?
Who's the sister?
Tony. Oh, that is my bad. Sorry. No offense.
Quick plug.
So this one is recent. I learned about it today, so I don't have a lot of information on it. But J-Rod breaks up and calls off the engagement. Did you hear about that?
Oh, they have not gotten married yet?
No, dude. Nah. She just likes to collect the rings.
She's got more rings than MJ?
Tom Brady finally caught up to her, I think.
Probably Tom Brady is behind this, dude, so she wouldn't get that last ring. So they were not married?
No, they were engaged.
Okay.
I think for 2 years.
That's kind of a long engagement, right?
Yeah, but dude, when you have that kind of money, do you really want to get married?
No.
Nah. So I think to me it was just a publicity stunt where they
a business thing.
Yeah, when he proposed.
Okay, you think J-Lo has a good personality?
I can't say, man. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really know anything about her, bro. I just know she's fine. and she's getting older, but she's looking better.
We definitely know about her other assets. Okay, so dude, either men will never be happy with whatever women they get, or is this them right here? Am I showing this?
Yes.
Okay. So he was cheating on her. Is that the story?
That's what I heard, but I can't. I can't. Don't quote me on it.
I'm quoting you, bro.
Oh, they postponed their wedding twice. I did not know that. Maybe that's why you thought they were married.
Maybe.
Okay, so it says after rumors surfaced that the former Yankees third baseman had been playing the field with a young reality star.
Yeah, I've been playing the field.
Yeah.
If there's grass on the field, play ball. Dude, if you're cheating on J-Lo, like, you're going to cheat on anybody, right?
Dude,
Pretty much.
I don't. But you know what? Dude,
I don't
I
know
don't know
who
if
that
I
guy
should.
was. Oh, look at
I
my
don't know if
boy
I.
Canseco.
Yeah, dude, he took some. He shot his shot already.
He put out a tweet or something.
Yeah, he said something like, and by the way, I'm single. By the way, Jennifer, I'm single, and I can stay. I know how to stay loyal, or some shit like that.
Ooh. Yeah, he hates A-Rod. He called A-Rod out for steroids and some other
He's gonna call
some other.
somebody out for steroids, bro.
Well, you remember he wrote that book, right? And that juiced book, he's actually wearing a shirt in that picture that says it. And in the book, you know, he had already kind of been blackballed from Major League Baseball. So he admitted that he had done it, and then he ratted out everybody who did it. And I think A-Rod was one of the guys in his book, and then it came out years later. I always say this about Canseco. Yeah, he's a fucking rat. Yeah, he's a scumbag. But one thing that he isn't is a liar, dude. He did not lie. Everybody that he fucking said took steroids pretty much was vindicated later, which I think that was the name of his second book, Vindicated. Everybody he said did roids ended up getting busted for it.
Yeah, but the
But he
dude
is a
got
loser
knocked
now.
out. He got knocked out by Billy Football,
Yeah. In
and
like 10 seconds.
now he's saying that he took a dive.
He said that? No, I heard that he was injured. His knee went out, and that's why that happened. And he wants to do a rematch. Dude, some of the pictures she's posted, I don't know when they were, like in like bikinis and stuff. Jesus, man, this is she's a very good looking woman. Obviously, I guess if you have all that time and money, you could really work on your physique.
Mm-hmm.
So, but still, dude, you know,
Is
gotta be
J-Lo?
working with a.
Is she
Say what?
in the movie? Is she in the movie Into the Blue?
Possibly.
I think that's one of the first times I saw her.
Dude, I'm so old. The first time I saw her, she was a fly girl on In Living Color.
Nope. It was Jessica Alba,
Another
another
hottie.
honey. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever happened to her, dude? She has not really been.
No, I haven't heard much about her.
Was she one of Derek Jeter's girlfriends? Is that possible?
Who?
Or did I just make that up?
J-Lo?
No, Alba.
Um,
There was a while Derek Jeter was fucking banging every fucking hot
he was
chick.
taking swings in all the batters' boxes.
And they would say he would leave them gift baskets.
Oh, hey, look at this. February 8, 2021. Did Jessica Alba contract herpes from Derek Jeter?
That was a story going around.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they were saying he was leaving more than gift baskets. I don't know if there's any truth to that.
They
But
dated in 04.
yeah.
That's
By the
funny.
way, tonight I'm drinking for the first time this thing called Angel's Envy bourbon. Kind of a cool bottle. Has little, I don't know if you could see them. There's like little angel wings back there.
Yeah.
They're kind of hard to see. They're like in black.
Is that from its own line or does it belong to somebody?
From the sellers of Lincoln Jesus Christ, it's in cursive. I can't read it.
Let me see.
43%. Sorry.
Let me see it. Lincoln what? I'll read it. Oh yeah, I know what it says.
Oh
Lincoln
yeah,
Heckler.
yeah. You're a fucking heckler. Anyways, it's pretty good, dude. The name is cool. You know what they call the angel share of whiskey or bourbon.
Like the bottom of the barrel or some shit.
No, it's like when you first fill the barrel, it's completely full, right? And by the time you take it out, there's a certain amount of evaporation every year.
Ah, yes.
So that's called the angel share. Whatever goes away, it's part of the reason why like older bourbons and whiskey cost more because there's less of them. Also, when you crack it
The,
open.
the angels are getting fucked up.
Yeah, by the time you get like an 18-year, that angel's fucking. He may be like hanging with the devil by then. Who knows? Um. Anyways, Angels Envy bourbon, pretty good. Uh,
Where
Not a
would you
sponsor.
put it around?
I mean, I just poured the second tiny little glass, so I can't give my rating just yet. But it's not like one of those that like off the bat I'm like totally in love with. Like Eagle Rare, love that one, dude. Redemption Weeded that I had on a recent show, fucking love that one. Woodford's fucking go-to kind of. That's in the rotation. Buffalo Trace, Glenmorangie. If I want to do a little Scotch. I mean, it's not cracking my top 10 right now. It's a $50 bottle too, so it's not cheap.
Oh, so that you know what that like brings down the standing. You know, when it's expensive and it's not as good, it's definitely.
Yes, because my expectation goes up. You know, so again, I've only had up to there. Sometimes you got to get past that bottleneck pour to open up some of the other flavors and stuff. So we'll see. I mean, it's good, dude. It's not. I'm not telling you got to run out and buy it right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could give you a few other recommendations before that.
I'm on
Anyways,
the Jack and Coke, bro.
has that become like your go-to kind of cocktail?
Well, it always was. It's my it's like what I always drank. And I don't know, dude. I feel like I've been spending a lot of money on this shit. So I bought the
And
one
then
two.
it's the inspiration for our shirts too.
Yeah. I love it though, dude. It's definitely like if I were to go to a bar or something and I didn't feel like drinking, straight up scotch, I would get a Jack and Coke.
Have you ever tried the Gentleman Jack?
No, I haven't, but heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, I have one here. My brother-in-law gave me. I guess it's just like a little bit more refined version of that one. I don't know how much that one is. But yeah, that's a classic, dude.
I bought the 125, and then to make it last longer, I've been hitting it with the Coke.
You know what I want to make? I bought all the shit to make it. The old fashioned. You ever had one of those?
I don't think so. Nah.
It's like I never had one, but it's like the oldest cocktail basically in existence, I think. It's basically bourbon. Uh Maybe you could look it up real quick. And you gotta have bitters, a sugar cube, the bourbon. God damn it. I don't know what the last ingredient is, if it's like some club soda or some shit. And
Orange
then
peel.
oh yeah, you need an orange peel. I think that's like the garnishment for it. And then there's something else that you put in there. An old fashioned.
Sugar, bitters, water, bourbon, and orange peel.
Okay, water. I guess you can substitute that water for like a little club soda or something. So, what else is popping off in the news or trending? What's your shirt say, dude? I've been trying to read it and I can't because it gets cut off right at the.
Troy Lee Racing. Troy Lee Design Racing. It's a motocross shirt.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah! Shout out to those
Not
people.
a sponsor, but if they want to,
Hey, whoever, if you're listening, you want to sponsor, let me know.
it's
We,
just
we have
it's
a fine sponsor already, but we'll take more.
yeah. Hey, it's a long sleeve, but it's like a soccer jersey. It's that like dry fit material, but it feels really light. It's cool.
I thought you were repping Germany for a second because of the
No,
colors.
no, hey, bro, take that shit back, bro.
My bad.
Fuck those guys. In soccer,
Yes, we love everybody other than the sporting world. That's the only place you can hate people, right? Today.
yeah, yeah, hell yeah.
Can you imagine if they ban hate speech? Not hate speech, but like you can no longer say you hate Tom Brady. That's hurtful. You can no longer say the Patriots suck. And then like people start getting canceled because they hate other teams. Are we going that way?
I hope not, bro. So since you
Speaking of
brought it
which,
up, speaking of
yeah,
canceled,
yeah.
yeah, fucking Pepe Le Pew, bro. Rest in
That's who got
peace, man.
canceled this week. That should be a new
Yeah.
segment on the show
Dude,
every week.
yes.
Who got canceled this week?
And we have a
So
little
Pepe Le
thing.
Pew got straight
Ding,
up
ding,
canceled.
ding. Yup, bro. Yes, he
What does
did.
that mean? That you can no longer see Pepe Le Pew
I don't know. I don't know if he was on any sort of
streaming
platform.
service?
Yeah, but he's not gonna be in Space Jam 2, which
Now,
I don't
why?
know.
Why is it? Is it because he's a sex offender?
Because they say he's added to rape culture. I don't know if you want to call it a culture.
I mean, he was always like sniffing and trying to kiss and stuff.
Dude,
He's
there's some clips that I saw that there's one where he pulls out a gun and pretends to kill himself to get what was her name?
the
Something
one he was always
Pussycat.
after.
Yeah. My chérie.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. He like placed the suicide card on her. I guess, dude, it's a fucking cartoon though, bro.
Was he in space? The first Space Jam?
I'm sure if they're gonna take him off the second one.
He definitely looks like a scumbag. Wasn't very much Pepe Le Pew merchandise out there that I can recall in the toy and collectibles world from Man of Action figures.
No.
Now, she's a cat, right?
Yes, he thought she was a skunk.
Right. Yeah, he's definitely pretty rapey, dude.
Yeah, if you really like look into it, bro, but bro, it's
Here's the thing: is anybody looking at Pepe Le Pew and like then going out to harass women?
no, bro. And who the fuck said, "Hey, yeah"? Who's been looking at Pepe Le Pew today and was like, "Hey, look at that"?
Yeah, dog. What is there like a committee? Like, hey, go watch everything that's ever fucking come across any television and let us know what you think we should fucking cancel this week. You know who probably did watch a little Pepe Le Pew and then probably may have gotten influence? Fucking Andrew Cuomo, dude.
Jared Fogle?
No, Cuomo, the fucking what is he, the governor of New York?
Yeah, he's like at six. Six
Six
counts that I know.
accusations,
Yeah,
and they still haven't canceled him.
they call that the Me Too movement.
Me 3, 4, 5, and 6 for him.
Yeah, for him, yeah.
Dude, he was putting in work, dude.
Hey, knock it
And then
all out at once.
he was like, my bad, and that's it.
Dude, this is I guess this is like a little. This shows like a little mix of everything. Let's get off topic real quick. Speaking of that,
Absolutely. That's what we
if
do.
you, if you you think people get bred politicians or somebody's just like because I know somebody that wanted to be one and fuck, I think he already forgot about that shit. Whatever. So does somebody like? Well, me and you, we won't fucking make it with everything we got in our closets. But
You just have to watch this podcast if you want to have any dirt on us.
right,
Yeah.
do they just? I'm sure he knew if it happened. like, do people get bred that way, or just normal people are like, yeah, I want to be governor of New York?
Are you saying is the motivation to be in politics money? Is that
I'm
what you're
sure.
saying?
I know. I'm sure it is. But like, I guess everybody starts off really wanting to make a difference, right? But once they get a little bit of that fucking Pepe Le
Dude,
Pew,
uh, this Cuomo family. I mean, his father was in power there in New York, and I think in the 80s, 90s. So that's like all that family, is in, his brother's big guy in CNN. So that's like the Kennedys, all those people. That's become like a family thing. But dude, those people get fucking paid, bro. Plus, they get paid on the books. Plus, all the fucking side deals they make. Like, you say you're the mayor of Hialeah.
endorsements.
Well, that's for your campaign and shit, which you can also enjoy some of that money for other things. But, like the dirt side, when like, the street comes up for renovation, you know, and then you bid that out, and then maybe you bid it out to a company, and then you get a little kickback because they got the contract and not somebody else, all those type of deals, for different jobs that get done in the city or state or county or whatever. I'm not saying that every politician does this, but there's been a lot of fucking cases of kickbacks and shit like that. But even if it wasn't that, dude, this chick. I don't know if I talked about it on the show the other day. I'm sorry, but Alexandra AOC Ortiz Cortez. She's from New York too. What is she? A congresswoman? You know
What
who I'm
was her
talking
name?
about?
No, I don't.
She goes by AOC. She's like the Democratic Party's golden. I don't want to say golden girl because that would mean she's old, but like kind of one of their up and comer. Not up and comer. She's like a star in their party. She's always fucking tweeting out and like she's young.
Oh
Dude,
yeah, I've seen her before.
you know how much money she makes?
Nope.
She's only like 26, I think, or something like that. She can't even run for president for like a long time. Dude, she makes almost 200 G's a year.
Is there an opening?
I could have said a joke, but we're talking about Pepe Le Pew and all this shit. I'm not. But what I will say is, I think that those fucking jobs, dude, it would be better if they were fucking
Not
pro
paid.
bono. Yeah, you're a public servant. You're doing this because you want to better your city, your county, your state, the country. So we would probably get more honest people there, people who are already rich, people who. That's kind of why I like when Arnold went in, when Trump went in. Um, Not saying that those guys were good and bad. When one's a Democrat, one's a Republican, but that aspect of it, that those dudes were already made. Yeah, some people say, yeah, when you already have money, you want more money. That's true too. Um, but I think there's less corruption if you already have money or if you don't get paid. I don't know. It would
Yeah,
maybe
I think
attract
so.
people with a more pure heart or mindset. I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Or maybe it'll fucking give you more corruption. Maybe they got to do more side deals if they don't get paid. Who the fuck knows?
I guess it's more of a power thing too. If it won't be about the money, it's about people wanting power.
You got to be. Takes a fucking weird kind of person, dude, to want to have all that power, dude. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Why would you want all that power? Like the president, dude. That's a lot of fucking power, dude. That will fucking consume you and your life, dude.
It does. I wouldn't want to be president, bro.
No way, dude. Fuck that. That's just, and then your every fucking move is fucking scrutinized. Your every fucking tweet, every fucking decision. what you wear, what like your hand gestures, your facial like everything, dude. It's the fucking front page news, especially today in today's day and age. It's fucking crazy, bro. What else we got in the news?
Speaking of presidents, I saw you got a cool Man of Action got a nice model of a certain Lincoln Continental.
Yeah, bro. I got a little model of the I think it was 1961 Lincoln Continental limousine, which JFK was assassinated in one of those.
Will we get to see that later?
I don't have it on hand right now. If I have to go to the bathroom, I could probably grab it. I have one inside.
So what else we got? Okay, another big one. We all know George Floyd and the situation that happened in Minneapolis. The city of Minneapolis, they reached a settlement with the family, and they're gonna be giving them $27 million.
That's the least they could do.
The least, yeah. I don't know if it's like what a. You can't really put a price on a life, you know.
No, they did though. Apparently,
They reached.
it's weird that they do that right before the criminal case against Derek Chauvin, the guy who had his knee on his back all that time. We were talking before the show that that's probably really going to affect
It can't
that
help them.
case. No, dude. They basically just admitted, yeah, that's a major fuck up, and here we're going to fucking pay you all this money. So that's already like that started off bad for Derek.
Yeah. Dude, this one is straight up, bro. You know they got that video. I guess they're going for. I don't know if they got the death penalty, but I don't know if they're going for him not getting a death. I don't fucking know what they're going.
No, I don't think the death penalty's in the cards.
Okay.
Because they consider that like I think it was manslaughter, so it wasn't.
Manslaughter, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't murder. So yeah, but he's facing a long sentence if convicted. Which I don't see how he gets out of that one.
Maybe they're going for possibility of parole. I don't fucking know.
That would be his best case scenario. Did you have one more on the trending news things this week?
No, that's all I got right now.
There was the one we talked about, dude. Freaking Oprah and Prince Archie
yes.
and Meghan Markle and Prince William.
Dude, I don't know any of those royalties.
All right, so Prince William is the redheaded dude. He there's no way he was gonna be king. He was way down on the so like his brother was ahead of him, his father was ahead of him. So I think he was kind of like the rebel dude. And then eventually he decides to marry this girl who her mother is African American. Apparently that was ruffled a lot of feathers in the royal family. And I guess it was like last year sometime they decided to dip out of the royal family, and they told them they weren't going to like provide security detail for them. And then, they went on Oprah, I guess sometime this week. Was it earlier this week? And
dude, real quick,
yeah.
Meghan Markle, isn't that something else? Isn't his wife's name Kate? I don't know who Meghan Markle is.
I think Kate is the wife of her brother.
Kate is the Cinderella chick.
Cinderella?
Yeah, the one that wasn't royalty.
Well, neither one were because they married the brothers who were the princes. Not princess. Prince.
Prince.
Princes.
Prince I?
I don't know how do you say multiple princes, which also almost sounds like princess.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay,
Kate,
so
I think, is the wife of his brother, which is
Harry
Harry.
or William? I don't
No,
fucking.
William is the redhead dude, and Meghan Markle is his wife. I'm gonna have to fact check my fact checker. Hold on,
Dude,
Meghan.
I think William and Kate are together. Because I don't know who the
Meghan
hell.
Markle. She's the Duchess of Sussex now, and she was an actress. And you know what? I fucked that up, dude. You're right. She's married to Prince Harry.
Okay.
Prince Harry's the redhead guy, and I don't know if this is true, dude. I heard in some gossip thing that they think he may have even been like an illegitimate child.
Oh, shit. And there's a twist.
Well, you know that they were fucking cheating on the shit out of each other, Princess Diana and fucking Prince
Rest in peace.
Charles. Rest in peace.
No, I did not know.
I don't know why I did this when I said rest in peace.
Viva Perón. Princess
Um,
Diana, she was like something with like the Netherlands or some shit like that, right?
I don't remember where she was from, dude. I know everybody loved her, and then that
Yeah.
marriage was rocky, you know, and she ended up dying with the paparazzi chasing her and shit.
She got into a car accident because she was running from the paparazzi.
I believe with her new boyfriend, they were like hauling ass from paparazzi. There's a lot of movies and shows on it and shit. Um, and it was a terrible accident, and I think that shit was in the '90s, if I'm not mistaken. So, anyways, look, the bottom line is, who gives a fuck about these millionaires, Oprah, and these fucking princess and fucking all these people about their, you know? I guess that's kind of
Billionaire.
mean. I guess
Oh,
that's.
dude. Speaking of billionaires, I just remember right now, Bezos' ex-wife got married.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to her one of her kids' school teacher.
Wow, that guy hit the lottery, dude.
Dude, his salary just went up.
She's like she's one of the rich, if not the
Fourth.
richest, fourth richest woman.
Yeah. With like
Oh yeah.
56 billion.
Jesus Christ, dude. Good for
Yep.
him, man. Good for him. Anyways, I didn't want to be mean about that. Yes, I don't give about rich people's problems, but you know, the things that we're talking about, like suicide, that she contemplated that, and racism within the royal family, where they were concerned, you know, if the kid was going to come out too black or how black was he going to come out, you know. It's the year 2021, you royal family fucks, dude. Get with the fucking program, all right? You know? That's just so many years of fucking white people, you know, that they can't even understand, you know, a little fucking
To be fair,
diversity.
the queen is like 130.
Yeah, she's old as shit, dude. Dude, we got one of our boys here with us. He's going to be joining us. Let's bring this guy on, dude. I hope he's ready. A friend of the show, a friend of ours.
Hey.
Yeah.
Big G.
What's up? What's up? Hold on, I need
What's
some
up?
lightning in this motherfucker. Salud, fellas.
Cheers, brother.
Let me get some lightning.
Lightning, not lightning crotch.
Bam. Bam. Much better.
Yo, you know what lightning crotch is, dude?
Lightning crotch?
Yeah, you ever heard of that?
Hell no. It sounds bad.
Sounds something. It's like what Gio has right now, I
I
think.
don't want that shit.
Hillary Duff said she had lightning crotch.
That's like an STD or some shit.
Apparently, it's like something that you get when you're gonna have a baby, and it's like this intense pain in your crotch area. I never heard of it till today. Tank brought it up.
Hey, before I forget, Beats Bruce. You remember you have to ask him about
Oh yeah, do you know that guy? By the way, he does a podcast called Beats Brews.
Yeah, I know of him through Mowgli. Mowgli knows him.
Oh, okay. What's the name of the podcast again? Beats
Brews. Man,
don't worry about it.
shout out to him though, because he be showing love.
Hell yeah, I want to bring him
Like
on the show.
Mowgli's gonna swing by in a minute, so he might do a cameo.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I want to have him on the show one day too.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Well, we're gonna have him on today, right? He's gonna be there.
He'll be
Hell
right.
yeah.
Pull up a chair.
Awesome. We'll ask him when he comes.
What have you guys been talking about? I heard y'all talking about the royal family and shit.
Yeah, we were just talking about the news thing, J-Lo, A-Rod, royal
What's
family.
going on with J-Lo, A-Rod? I'm lost. I've been out the loop, so I haven't been on social media, none of that shit.
If you've been waiting for your chance to get at J-Lo, now's the time, bro.
What happened? What's going on with them two?
They're breaking up, dude.
A-Rod was playing the field with a younger reality star.
Damn.
Now, do we know who she is?
Let me look it up real quick. See if I can find it.
Let alone who the mistress is.
I just kind of want to know who beat out J-Lo, dude. Even if she's really young, you know, I want to see what they're working with. So what's up with you, bro? What's going on?
Man, a lot of things, man. This year I've been like me and like the whole team. We've been putting out like music. You know, I've always done music, but I think no one has really paid attention. And I think right now I'm just getting everyone's attention.
You're putting out a lot of fucking work, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to. The plan is to put out like every Monday a new video and track.
Wow,
And,
that is a big commitment, dude.
I'm already like 6 weeks ahead and shit. You feel me? So I'm like 3 weeks for sure ahead, and I got like 7 to 8 like weeks planned out already, ready to go.
Wow, dude, disappointed. I got the name whenever you guys are ready.
The name for what?
The mistress.
Tell me the name. I'll Google her here.
What's her
Lauren
name?
Hunter.
Lauren Hunter.
She's a fitness model. She is definitely a fucking not J-Lo.
What's her name again?
Lauren Hunter. I think the goat's looking it up now.
Dude, I Googled this name, but I got a lot of different results that I don't think are all the same woman.
Put Lauren Hunter A-Rod. She's that second one, I think. Let me
The
see.
one with the big rack?
Yeah, with the square head.
This one right here?
Yep. Kind of
Well,
looks like Melania a little bit.
There's gotta be better pictures. I mean, but A-Rod is old. That bitch probably got money or some shit.
Dude, she's with Marcus Allen right there.
She probably, I don't know. Something gotta be wrong with J-Lo.
Yeah, right? She must have a really shitty personality. Look, he looks like he just got busted texting her right there. Right?
He's like,
maybe she has webbed feet.
oh, true, web feet. Or maybe she don't shave her pussy and shit.
Yeah, there must be something wrong with her.
Bad sex.
Anyways, all right, you fucked up, A-Rod. All right, dude, you fucked up again.
That's crazy that J-Lo's that shit's done. I thought that was like she finally found her one. Celebrities are weird as fuck though. Them niggas.
But dude, she's been married like 6 times. I don't know how many guys now.
What is that? Ben Affleck, P. Diddy, A-Rod, Mark Anthony. Damn.
Wasn't there like a waiter or some shit?
Yeah, the dancer.
Casper Smart, I think was his name.
What the fuck is that?
He was the backup dancer.
That nigga got lucky as fuck.
Was he the waiter too? Was that also him?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Maybe the waiter's Madonna. Maybe I'm.
What you smoking on, Gio?
Some USDA prime meat certified. Nah, some St. Patty's flowers.
That's for his cataracts, dude.
Yeah.
This is St. Patrick's Day. I'm just staying in the theme, dog.
Hell yeah.
You gotta have that green. If not, you get pinched.
What did you guys think of that on WandaVision? Did you see the WandaVision?
Yeah, bro.
I haven't seen that at all.
What a great show, dog. They're killing it.
That thing started off fucking slow, dude.
On purpose, though.
It picked up.
Hold on 1 second.
WandaVision, which just ended last week.
I didn't know that had to do with superheroes, dude.
Yeah, she's the Scarlet Witch, and he's Vision.
It's like
I bet
it's black and white. Is it black and white?
it started off black and white. Spoiler alert.
I thought it was just some like weird like 50s type show, kind of like. For some reason, I thought it was like ¿Qué hace, Gusti?
Saludos, che.
I thought it was gonna be like the Twilight Zone type shit.
No. It's like she kind of goes through all these phases of sitcoms because she was really big into sitcoms. So in like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and she's creating like this. Actually, the show kind of reminds me of the theme coming up. We're gonna talk about simulation theory and about like a fake reality. She kind of creates like her own fake realities.
Yeah.
In the town, she takes over a town and shit. I guess full blown spoiler alert right now. We'll just fucking say it since we're talking about it.
I was about to say, I was like, yo, you're just gonna tell everybody. It's dope though because it's like her mind. You know what I'm saying? It was like all in her brain and shit. But she just brought it outside, like all her feeling. Everybody was feeling her pain, her emotions, and shit. It was pretty fresh how they did. That's why all the themes were some shit that, like the shows that she used to watch with her parents and shit.
And does it have to do with like the movies? Does it have some sort of connection?
All connected. And in this show, I guess since we're spoiling, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Who gives a shit? Fuck it.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Log off if you haven't seen one.
Spoiler alert. That's it. We gave them enough chances.
Yeah, fuck it.
Log off, watch episode 81, then come back.
Yeah. They kind of, what they did was smart. What they're doing with this shit, they kind of like showed you like, hey, they explained that, hey, look, she's a witch. She wasn't made by the stone. Like she had these powers before the Infinity Stone. The Infinity Stone just like opened her up. You feel me? So it's kind of cool because now they can play with it. Since now they got all the mutant shit, they can easily be like, those are not her parents. Magneto's over here type shit. And I think Marvel's preparing for the mutants. You feel me? I think they're opening doors.
So Jonas, the way it kind of ties in is it's basically after Vision dies, right? This shit kind of starts off right there.
Right.
And she tries to bring him back, and then she creates this fake world.
When he dies in Endgame, when he takes the stone out of him.
Right. The government took the body parts and was trying to like reboot him back because he's like, this is like the most powerful weapon on earth. You feel me? Like we can't just have it out there. So they were trying to scrap it and break it down, and she saw that shit. She's like, fuck that. And they were like, nah, it's just a piece of metal or whatever the fuck. And she got pissed and like took that shit. It's crazy. It's a crazy show, man. They tied it in beautifully. Like at the end, the whole Vision little meetup shit was dope.
You know, let's dude, series, Disney, bro. I don't know about like, you know, I know a lot of you guys don't like the new like Star Wars as much as the old ones, but you gotta admit that Disney, like the series, they fucking kill it. Like the Mandalorian.
Yeah, man, they got the right people.
Dude,
they got fans. They got fans to do the shows. Like they got people that really like Star Wars, not like some director that just wants to do Star Wars. It's like they got motherfuckers that love the shit out of Star Wars. Like, you want to make this movie? You love all these characters, the stories and shit. Like, they're like happy to do this shit. You feel me?
know, like the new Marvel movies, you know, everything they try to make it like more like kid friendly, funny and stuff.
But they got it's been working. They got the Pixar formula to me. I even Disney knows what they're doing. People always say they're gonna fuck up. I just saw that Raya movie, Raya. That movie's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
The Soul one was good, bro. The Soul movie too.
Great, dog. Up was great. All these movies are fucking good.
Soul's the one with the cat, right?
Yeah, with the cat. The cat.
Yeah.
Hey,
the cat, bro.
Raya, is that on the streaming service or you got to pay for it?
Yeah, but it's like Mulan. It's like exclusive. You got to buy it, so they're making.
You got to wait, probably. Yeah.
Was Soul like that too?
No. Soul came out. But
so how do they differentiate? They give you one, they don't give you one?
I think those were already set for theater releases, and they're just trying to, like, I guess, make their buck. Because I think those were pushed back, like Black Widow and all that shit.
They're trying to throw you a bone every once in a while and then pay for the other.
Making all this shit up, to be honest. I don't know.
We're not going to hold you to it. Don't worry about it. But dude, yeah, Mandalorian, they fucking crushed it, dude.
Outstanding.
And then and that and WandaVision, you know, we watched that was like every Friday night
Yeah,
or sometimes Saturday with my kids. You know, everybody, the whole family would watch it. They're killing it. Do you think that's gonna keep on now with?
I believe so. You know why? Because they're doing so small episodes, very little seasons. They can spend a lot of money on that shit. It's like only like 8 episodes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and they're like, hey, let's make it like big budget because we're only filming like fucking 30 minutes worth of like footage. Not 30 minutes worth of footage.
I'm gonna refill my drink, boys.
All right, bro. Because what's
what
next, dude? Winter Soldier and Falcon?
Yep, next week.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. What? That shit is good. I like their chemistry, and they're gonna do a different show now. They're gonna go like a different action, more like.
So what's that gonna be? Because based on in the universe, where's that gonna be based? Do you know?
From what I've gathered and been told, and all the rumors, it's gonna be like they're trying to who's gonna take the mantle of the shield. You feel me? With Captain America shit, and I think the government's trying to like, nah, like you guys are not, and they're gonna bring somebody in that's gonna use that U.S. agent guy. But I think they're bringing back Baron Zemo, that guy from Civil War movie, the guy who set up everything. I think they're bringing him back. So I don't know. I think they're just like the government trying to like not let them have the shield and be like you know. But I have no fucking clue. They're gonna everything we predict, we're always wrong. Like we have so many rumors, and look, we thought Doctor Strange was gonna show up. We thought was gonna show up, WandaVision, all these rumors, and Marvel always does it, man. They shit on you on purpose.
Those rumors of like Ultron,
Doctor Strange, a big fucking guest.
Because Vision is like a mix of Jarvis and Ultron.
Yes.
And Ultron, they say maybe was in love with her too, and then that's why this guy probably ended up being in love with her.
Well, hold on. Ultron is not part of Vision.
No? They have nothing to do with each other?
No, Ultron made that body because he was going to put his mind in that body.
Into a Vision body?
Yeah, he made that out of vibranium, and he was going to use that and transfer his AI mind from that metal body he was in into Vision. But then Thor got there, stopped, put the mind on that shit, and transferred and brought Jarvis back out.
But there's a little bit of Ultron in that body, right? Or no?
I don't know. I don't think so.
He made it though, right?
Yeah, he made it and fabricated. He had that Asian chick that fixed Hawkeye. Remember, she like patched up his skin when he got cut, and she had technology of weaving human cells. And Ultron was like, "Oh, you can do that. You guys are humans are dumb. You can think of the same technology, but use it with vibranium." And he made that synthetic synthoid fucking Vision droid.
So you could say, you know, maybe there's not like physically, but you know, he did the thing. Yeah. There's a part of him in there. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because technically, Ultron came from Tony Stark. Remember, like that's his creation, kind of like he made him.
All right. Anyways, that was another theory. All right. So,
what
you
else?
guys ready to move into the subject?
Yeah. What is the subject? Matter of
fact, the evening. I'm glad to see you're prepared, Gio. No, we're gonna talk about. I'm glad you're here because you're gonna be like a guinea pig. We've already talked about this shit a lot. Have you ever heard of the simulation theory?
Yeah, I think we've been on. Weren't we on? Didn't we talk about this one?
Possibly.
I think we spoke about this either on or off air, but I've heard about the theory and I've heard several like different opinions about it.
Are you a red pill or a blue pill?
Is red pill meaning I believe we're in the Matrix?
Red pill is the Matrix. Blue pill is the fake shit.
I don't know, man. I think they're just too.
Red pill, you're in the Nebuchadnezzar and the fucking.
I can see shit. I haven't seen nothing big enough to convince me. I'm not like I don't believe it yet.
You take both pills,
huh?
You take both pills.
I've taken a lot of pills. And sometimes I'm in that matrix. That's why I believe something. I'm like, damn, I don't know. It could be, but I don't know. I'm a firm. I gotta see shit, and it's hard to believe a lot of things unless I have some proof.
Absolutely. I hear you, bro. Well, let me break it down real quick how it's like a theory, a philosophical argument, a thought experiment, nobody fucking knows anything, but I find it like an interesting thought experiment. So the one I look at is this dude, Nick Bostrom, who's like a Oxford philosopher, and he wrote a paper on it. I think it was like 20 years ago or something like that. The easiest way to say it is the Matrix, right? But his argument's not really the Matrix. It's he says there's one of three things that could be. One is that like our civilization or human civilization never reaches the point where we could do a simulation that feels as real as you know as where we're in right now.
Like to get all the senses that we feel.
Yeah, you got a hat on.
The pain receptors, the smell receptors.
I got this. I can grab it in my hand. You got stuff behind you. This world we live in.
AI can't translate like the senses, basically.
Yeah, everything. We can't create a simulation. That's one possibility. We'll never be sophisticated enough to do it. The second possibility. Oh, and the first possibility is also we could fucking kill each other before we get there, right? We blow each other up. Asteroid fucking hits. We all die, and we never get there. The second one is we reach that maturity where we could create a simulation as real as this, but they decide, it's not humane to do it because this world, there's a lot of suffering involved, and it's if we're basically like characters in this fake world, it's kind of fucked up, right? They're putting us in this world that there's a lot of suffering, right, involved with the human condition. Right. It's not all fucking.
Right, there's a lot of famine going on.
Yeah, it's not always Friday night and drinks, all the time. It's like there's a lot of other shit. So that's the second one. The third possibility is yes, we can do it, and yes, you're most likely already in one. That's the three possibilities.
I think the first one, I'm more like first option A. Like I think it's just we won't reach that technology. I mean,
why?
Not in my lifetime, I believe.
Probably not. No, but don't put a limit on it.
Impossible. I don't think impossible, but I don't think I'll see it. So if that never happens, then that shit ain't happening, bro.
Okay, but
if I'm not here, it doesn't happen ever in my eyes. You get me? If I'm gone, it never happened.
Okay, but go with me a second here. Let's pretend time doesn't matter. Let's just think future civilizations. Do you think ever years and years and years and years? I mean, we could be talking hundreds, thousands.
Yeah, then I mean, yes, because I believe like look at like what humans have showed us, what we see, we try to replicate. You feel me? Like there's guys now trying to make that Back to the Future hoverboard. So yeah, I believe so. They'll keep trying because look, the games are almost there. We got VR, we got a whole bunch of shit. So
that's what I'm going at.
We'll get pretty close, but I don't think we'll get like if this is what I'm feeling, and when I get high, when I get hurt, or when I come, all these feelings I get, like I don't know, man.
But think of the first video game, that most people, seen. It's the two lines on the end of the screen, Pong, with a little boop.
Yeah, boop. Boop. We've come a long way. Boop. Now we're shooting people out of cars in GTA and shit.
Yeah, dude, and now you're putting on a fucking headset and you're walking around this environment and you're looking down and you're on a beam and it looks like you're gonna fucking fall off. And what is that device, dude?
That's part of the simulation, right? He's going into the simulation.
That's the white pill, dude.
Dude, I think
a gravity bug, it just blows out smoke for you.
Oh shit! Look at that.
Oh, yo, let me hit.
In the house.
And this is all obviously medicinal, right?
Yeah, this is basically tobacco. You just flip it and it kind of like pulls and it fills up everything for you up here in the top half. And then you just pull out the bowl and you flip it and it gives you the smoke.
And that's just water in there?
It's basically 2 mason jars.
Holy shit, dude.
That's all it is. It's like a pretty nice.
And that's how you get into the Matrix.
That's how you get the red or blue pill. This is the green pill.
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead. You had a thought, bro. Spit it out.
I don't remember what I answered in the original video, but I think I'm leaning more towards we're probably fucking already in a simulation.
We're probably in it.
Well,
dude,
that's another thing too.
Dude, let's go as far as to say God, bro. What if God is a fucking 5th grader with a science project?
And we're his project. We're his science project.
We're the simulation, bro.
Have you seen Solar Opposite? It's kind of like that. Solar Opposite does stuff like that. It's like the little world inside of a bigger world.
I haven't seen it.
It's a movie?
It's like a Rick and Morty. It's one of the guys from Rick and Morty. He did another little animation shit.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Rick and Morty has a simulation episode.
You don't remember that one? Where they're in, it's like the battery of the car or some shit?
Yeah.
And then there's like a simulation inside the simulation?
My friend really believes in that micro civilization type shit. And it's kind of true though. If you think about it, that's what we are. Look at the stars.
Who is this friend? Do I know him?
Mr. Cobb, Keith.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He raps and shit, the music guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's big on that shit. He's big on a lot of these simulation theories, and shout out to Mr. Cobb. But it's kind of true. If you think about it, we're like that in this universe, you know? We're like those specks on Earth compared to all these stars. We're just a tiny little space in this whole universe shit.
We're nothing.
So it's kind of like, it is possible because we got little microorganisms on our cells. We got bacteria. We got little cells. That's all the same shit. Civilization, like little living tiny shits grouped up that we have no idea their whole normal day goes. But you know what I'm saying? Like every day. And
dude, there's like a whole world fucking going on in here, dude. A little fucking blood cells. Yeah, I'm off to work today, bro. Yeah, I'm in the arm, bro. Yeah, I'll catch you later, bro. I'm going to the leg, bro. Oh shit, sex time. I'm going to the, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So in a sense, it's hard. It's so crazy because of all these little facts. Is why it makes it hard to just disregard it and be like, fuck it.
You can't be in a box, bro. You can't be in
right. I don't believe like all the way, but it's hard to be like, yeah, fuck that. It's like,
yeah,
absolutely, like hell no, because there's so much little like things that it's like, how can you ignore those shits?
Yeah, that's the interesting part. That it's hard. We're not gonna be able to prove anything either way here or anywhere. But that's what makes it interesting. That I could also tell me 100% why it's not legit. And you're not going to be able, you could just say, bro, that's crazy. No, dude, but you're not going to be able to tell me.
And that's religion in a nutshell. Like everyone has good points, but then not everybody has the 100%, like everything. Like everyone is like, yeah, that was cool until you got to this part. Like
it's belief. Everything is based on belief.
Right. That's why I'm like, fuck, man.
Yo, Tan, can you Google real quick how many gods there are?
Oh, fuck, dude.
Please, God.
I love you, God.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ!
The ancient Hittites claim to have 1,000 deities in their pantheon. So just one religion has 1,000.
So legit, there's probably thousands of them, right?
Yeah.
Millions.
Who knows? So that's why I remember there was this atheist guy. I can't remember who. I think he was a comedian. And may have been Ricky Gervais, which I love that guy. But he got into an argument with some guy one time, I think on an interview, and the guy was like, so for real, you're an atheist? And he goes, how many gods do you believe in? And the guy goes, one, whatever. And he goes, I only believe in one less God than you. And then there's all these other thousands ones. You don't believe in all those either. So, you know, we're not that different, really. You know, you believe in one, I believe in zero. And then there's all these other thousands that you don't believe in. So, like, you know, what are we talking about?
We use that from now on.
I'm not saying, you know, good, bad. I'm just making the example.
It's hard because look, like through logic and shit that you've learned. Like I was born Catholic through my family, and then when I was like 17, I was going through stuff. I got born again Christian, so I've been through both paths. And I've done all the shit I do. Right now, I don't go to church, none of that. But it's hard, man. Like everyone has their own. Like I said, like there's a lot of good info, a lot of good points on everyone's side. But it's like, fuck, man, you don't have enough. I can't.
Yo, how many times can you be born again?
Huh?
How many times can you be born again?
Facts. I don't know.
How many religions is there?
No, but I think Christianity, the born again Christian, is that. Do other people use that born again verbiage?
I don't know. That's just what they told me, so that's what I remember. That's what I use. I don't know.
All right.
I have no knowledge whatsoever.
You got knowledge on that fucking gravity bong.
Yeah.
Hey, duck hunt.
What is that, dude?
It's a little figure, duck hunt figure.
Duck hunt. It's an amiibo.
That's dope, dude.
I think it came in like some little package. So I put it here in this little like Nintendo section. I got the gun right here. So
Hell yeah, dude. Yo, while we're talking about collectibles, I might as well do the fucking Move commercial real quick here.
Mo,
So we got sponsor of the show,
hell yeah.
Man of Action Figures. I'm gonna show you guys a couple of. Oh, by the way, my boys over there,
Ooh.
GMP Aero, and if you need logos, shirts, you can hit him up for that. And then check out his music too. GNP Arrow. The name is on his screen. You'll see it in a minute. But let me show you some Man of Action figure stuff. I got the Mystery Machine diecast.
I might need that shit.
I believe this is like a 143 scale Scooby-Doo. What else we got? I've got baseball's coming up. We got some reaction mascots.
Oh, that's dope.
Mr. Matt. One more on the baseball. These are kind of cool. They're the old 70s little buggy bullpen.
The bullpen cards that come out. That's
They should bring these back, dude. These are fun, dude. What
Yeah,
else?
I feel like the mascots. Well, maybe it's Miami Marlins. Maybe they do it everywhere else except here. I feel like the mascots suck.
Oh shit!
Tell them about this one, Tank.
Dude, that's Piccolo, bro. Everybody knows that. I don't even have to say that. That's Gohan's. That's Gohan's father.
He's part mummy.
Yeah, I'll make you guys upset. I've never watched one episode of Dragon Ball.
I have.
You should have shown the Bardock, bro.
I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna watch it.
Look at that, Anakin Skywalker.
That's Qui-Gon Jinn,
That's
dude.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
This is Kotobukiya Artifacts Plus. What else do I have here?
I don't know why, but that reminded me of somebody else that got canceled.
I think these guys got canceled.
Muppets on Disney?
I don't know. There was some shit going on with them. Diamond Select. You can see all this stuff at manofactionfigures.com.
Myers Leonard.
They sponsored my whole wall back here, basically.
Yeah, Myers Leonard got canceled.
Yep.
So this is Disney Funko Pop. This is like the Castle and Mickey Mouse.
Oh wow, that's gonna sell.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That's like
Gio likes that. He needs to.
Hey.
You know what I like about these? They made the packaging look like vintage, so it looks kind of worn out. I don't know if it comes across, but it looks like a old
box fell off the truck. It was there for a while.
Yeah, they made it look old.
It was sitting in the warehouse for a few years.
That shit came out last year.
I have some real pops that look like that, but not on purpose.
I like that castle shit. That shit came out dope.
I'm not gonna hold the big ass one in the back. That's Rex from Toy Story, and it's a giant vinyl piggy bank.
Do it. Who's that? Oh hell no, Cobra God.
Jesse.
Yeah. Sweep the leg.
Damn, that's fucking crazy. God, that's just dope. What is that? What? Oh, those are fresh. Hey, what brand is that? Cobra Kai shit.
Icon Heroes.
Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah, they did do Daniel
LaRusso. He was there last week.
Yeah. Hey, did you get a chase when you opened yours, Leo?
Nah,
Leo,
nah,
Gio. Jesus Christ, I don't know why I called you Leo.
I'm Leo now. I will go by Leo from
Who
now.
the fuck is Leo, dude?
I'm changing my name right now. Hold on.
Old goat, my bad, dude. So, all right,
I'm the one
manofacturefigures.com.
doing the gravity bomb. I'm
I
getting.
think I got some of that gravity bong
Yeah,
transferred through
when I
cyberspace
say.
to me. I think the whiskey's hitting me.
Hey, look, the speaking of Man of Action, they sponsored half this wall unit here, man.
Hell
Hey,
yeah, dude.
hey, most of my wall too.
Yeah, dog. Shout out to Man of Action figures.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming for both of those things this weekend.
Shh. Okay, I wanted to get back to what Tank said. Well, he says he thinks that we're already
In the Matrix.
Yeah. So part of the thing when you talk about this shit is like, if this one you gotta go with me a few steps. If in the future they already created, they have the capability to create a simulation, who's to say that they didn't go back and create an ancestor simulation of the past? So let's say, I don't know, dude, 10,000 years from now, we get the capability to do a simulation like the world we live in today. And then they create an ancestor simulation of 10,000 years ago, which is today. And then that's what we're living in a simulation that was created 10,000 years from now, but it's created in the past, which is now.
Like a simulation to see what happened in the past.
Maybe they want to see what life was like before we were fucking cyborgs, before we were fucking whatever we
You
become.
see Westworld?
Fucking,
Westworld?
like Wally when they're all in the chair.
Yeah, I've seen Westworld. Interesting. Yeah.
Westworld was kind of like that simulation shit in a sense.
They want to go back to like the Wild West and shit there, right?
Right, but it's more than that. That's just one. Like once you get past that show, that's just like one of the themes of the parks. It's crazy.
You ever seen Altered Carbon?
Yeah, I started it. I haven't finished it. I heard it was good. The second season was good. I never got that far. I want to start it over.
That one's kind of interesting because like they have like a disc on somewhere in the neck area, and that's like it's like your fucking chip, like it's your hard drive, and then your body could die, but they could take that shit out and they could put it into somebody else, and then boom, you boot up again, and you still have like you're in a different body and shit like that, but you're still, which is another thing people talk about, like what the fuck is consciousness, dude?
Yeah.
Where is your consciousness?
Walter White said it was at 1%, though, your body mass and your soul. I don't know, man.
And why couldn't one day maybe that should be mapped out and fucking put somewhere else? Uploaded to the cloud.
It's incredible how the body works itself. It's so like it's weird how it just works the way it does. Like you eat, put some shit through here, and it knows where to disperse it and how to get rid of the waste and this, and it's just like a fucking built machine. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Why does it leave so much of it right here, though, dude? That's what I want to fucking know, dude.
There's a science behind it, man. I'm trying to perfect that.
Yeah. Are you still hitting the diet and the gym and shit like that?
I've been steady. I plateaued and I haven't gone to the gym crazy, but I haven't been like letting go, and I just been right there. I just moved in here. That's why I started like I was in the move, and I got a gym here, so it made me like, damn, should I even just be paying the membership? I got all the same weights. I wasn't even doing the machines when I go to the gym. I'll do free weights. So I was like, I got free weights here. Why the fuck?
And they're free.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what's crazy? I think it's more the environment definitely changes your drive to do it. You feel me? I think when you're around motherfuckers just lifting, you're like, all right, you want to lift too. You got mirrors all over the place. Here, you get easily distracted. Just one phone call. You're like, oh shit, hold on, fuck that. You walk out the garage and it's done.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like the movies. It's like the movies. You can sit in the living room and prepare a movie, and it can easily get interrupted by kids or anything. But in the movie theater, it's kind of tough. It's only a bathroom break or maybe a refill. But other than that, you're kind of like forced to sit down and watch the shit, even if it sucks or it's good. Like
that's kind of like what the show's all about. It sucks or it's good, but I sit down and I sit down. It's the same idea. When we do this Friday nights, I don't know about you, Tank, it's like the only thing in my life where I sit down for a couple hours and I know that I'm probably not going to be interrupted, and I might get up to go to the bathroom, and then if not, we're just doing
And
this.
it's a great thing to do.
It's therapeutic. It's probably more for me than for anybody else. You know, it's like for us, but whatever, dude.
I mean, people don't believe that. Look, with my shirt making, I do that a lot. I just be sitting there peeling, quiet, smoke or whatever. But I'm to myself, or people be doing shit. I'm just peeling. It's very therapeutic. People are like, yeah, how you do that shit? Peel like, I'm like, it's very soothing. Believe it or not, though. Just sit or drawing. It's like drawing, any of that shit. It takes time to do that shit, but it's like that concentration makes you like, I don't know. It's dope. I like this shit. You're in episode 82 already. That's awesome.
There's 82, bro. Hell yeah.
That's awesome, though.
You've been on a few.
That's fucking great. I'm definitely gonna be on 100. I want to do 100.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be a fucking celebration,
we gotta do it big. We gotta do it big as fuck.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that's gonna be a party, bro. That's coming up in 18 weeks, 4 months, sometime in the middle of the year.
Hell yeah, dude. Shit is it's very crazy, man. There's a lot of good theories out there, and it makes you trip. And I've done psychedelics, so my brain is wondering different shit. Like, what the fuck? What is all this? Are we like connected? Are we not? And so it's crazy. But I don't know if that's influenced by culture and society and movies and shit like that. That my brain thinks that way automatically because we've been watching so much shit. I've been pushing that shit in my head that it's like, you see what your brain, what you've been like, what you want to see sometimes.
For real, dog. Yeah, the brain is it's a crazy thing, dude. Like, we've talked about abductions on the show before. A lot of people say that too, that like, yeah, these people under hypnosis have told stories of abduction. But yeah, they were fucking watching movies about aliens and abductions the weeks before. So maybe somehow, of course, that's going to kind of maybe influence what you talk about,
Facts. Yeah, it does. They did. There was a show on Netflix. It was talking about like memory. And they had 9/11 people that lived in New York, and they were telling their stories how they remember seeing the smoke. There was so much smoke around the area, and when they did investigation, like according to the weather and the wind velocity and where the smoke was at and where they lived, there was no way that everything they described is what they saw. It's just all the images on TV and all the shit. You felt like you were closer to the smoke and all the shit, but there was no way in hell that you said the smoke was coming here, the debris. It was like scientifically impossible, and it shows like your brain starts believing certain things. You feel me? You say it so like often that the vision becomes different.
Yes,
it memorizes that vision you've been saying so long. You've been saying like, really, like, yeah, that's not the way it went, dog. Like, really, I thought it was like that. Like, you've been telling that story 10 years like that. That's not the way it went, though.
For real, yeah, dude. Like that's that old game. I don't know if you ever played that game in school.
Telephone.
Where you would tell the thing to the next guy, and the next guy would tell it to the next guy. And by the time it got to the end, it was like a totally different thing. And then there's also like you get a bunch of people and you ask them to describe an event, and they all describe it kind of differently. It's the main idea is similar, but some people see some details that other people don't, or the vibe that they catch is different than like, hey, wasn't that weird? No, I didn't think anything. I didn't think anything was weird about that. Like different people see different things.
Or just in general, us. I was telling this. I think I told it with you guys in the last podcast. When you're like at a party and the cops show up, when you go home, you tell the story. You're like, "Yo, mad cops showed up. It was like 100 cops." Like you look at the security footage, like 2 police cars just showed up, 3 cops showed up. But in your mind, it was like, "Yo, fuck."
That's a lot of cops, dude.
Cops were everywhere. There was cops everywhere, nigga. They came in, but your brain, or like the party was fucking. There was so many hoes out there. It was like 4 girls. You feel me? Like.
Also, we're Hispanic and we like to exaggerate shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, but yeah, it's like the brain's crazy.
Another thing about this simulation theory, that a lot of people talk about that kind of like it is, they mention things. They call it synchronicity. A lot of times it's coincidences, or yeah, I don't know if I said that right. Coincidences or deja vu type of things. You guys ever have any type of those situations where you're like, damn, this shit already happened, or wow, that's weird, that I was thinking about something and then boom, it happened. Or I don't know, maybe you're thinking of buying a new fucking Lexus and then all you see all the time on the street are Lexuses or shit like that.
Yes, but I've never been like, I've done this already. I've never had that kind of deja vu. Like,
You've never had deja vu, bro?
Never?
Nah, man. I've had what he said, like, yo, my boy told me about white Range Rovers, and now all I see is white Range Rovers.
I like when Tank's serious, he holds the fucking thing and he puts
No, it's like I gotta really like, yo, you really? You just said that?
Yeah, because I don't feel like I've ever been like, yo, I like this is trippy. Like
deja vu happens to me all the time, bro.
And what is it like when you experience it?
Like it happened to me recently, like maybe like 2 days ago. Like it was like what I was seeing and what I was doing. I felt like I did it already, but I felt like the conversation I was having was going another way.
My deja vu is weird, dude. My shit's almost like a script. So, like, if it were happening to me right now, like I would say something, and then like I already know what Gio's gonna say, and then I already know what you're gonna say, and like I already know what like, and it's almost like reading a script, you know, like boom, 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 boom. Oh shit, this all happened the way that it already happened, or I know what's gonna happen. That happens to me every once in a while, not a lot, but
no, I don't know. Maybe I'm too fucking high to realize it. I don't know. I get more of the coincidences and shit like that.
The car thing happens to me too.
I'm repeating something. Like I've done this already. I've been here before. I never had that. Like I've always wanted to because I know it's a thing and people talk about it. But like, nah,
never.
Like, I've never had a migraine, nigga. Like
I don't think I ever had a migraine either.
Me neither.
People tell me that. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah. They turn on the music. I can't open my eyes. I'm like, wow, really? Like, I don't know.
People tell me, I'm like, fuck, dude. Not that I don't believe them, but I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, it's like that. Like, I don't even believe it because it's never happened. So to me, I'm like, come on, bro. Like,
my wife takes medication for a migraine.
And it's true. People tell me, I'm like, it's a thing, but it's hard because it's never happened to me. So I'm like, I feel like you're bullshitting. You're like, oh, you're playing this shit too much. Like, I treat it that way, and I shouldn't because because I haven't seen it. But that's how I am, though. And that's how I'm. Imagine if I'm like that with that, how I'm like that with a lot of shit.
How about the flu? You guys ever had the flu?
I think so. I've been sick as fuck. It's like, you know.
But legit that they like went and they did the test and they're like, yeah, you got the flu.
No. Man, you know, we don't go to hospitals, man. We don't go to
come on.
I didn't go to the hospital until I joined the military and I started getting free medical, man. Before that, it was like, if you're dying or you're dead, then you go to the hospital.
I have never gone.
I don't know. I've never been officially diagnosed with the flu, but I've had the flu, man. I've been sick as fuck. But I don't know if it's been.
I don't know if I've had it 100%, dude.
Like legit, I haven't got a doctor telling me you got the flu.
I haven't had prescribed the flu.
The worst I had was like 4 years ago. Dude, it was like a weekend and I felt so bad. I was Friday night, I went to bed. I stayed in bed all Saturday into Sunday. I just like I probably could have got off the bed, but I had no desire to get out of the bed, even to eat or do anything until like the Sunday. My wife was like, you should go to the doctor, you know? And I was like, fuck, I hate going to the doctor, but I was like, all right, you know, I've been in this fucking bed 2 days. I went, they did the whole fucking stick in the fucking nose. It fucking hurt like crazy. And they didn't say, hey, you have the flu. They said, you have flu-like symptoms. And I was like, fuck, if this is like the flu, I don't want to fucking know what the flu is. And the only good thing that came out of that is I quit smoking cigarettes after that or during that time. But, dude, that shit knocked me the fuck out, man.
You felt like Jordan in 97?
I could not have had a flu game. That was bullshit.
Yeah, I would have stayed in the locker room, though.
You know, they said that was food poisoning later, right?
Yeah, for sure.
The Last Dance.
It was the media.
So, dude, what are the coincidences that happened to you guys that you think, wow, that's fucking weird?
Nothing like that, though. Just like what I said. Like, like my boy Elroy mentioned, he's like, I've been talking about white Range Rovers, and he's like, now I see them shits everywhere. After that conversation, I swear to God, me too. It's like, but like that, nothing like,
Well, what happens to me with the cards is like
Hold on, I'm gonna get a refill right quick.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
somebody that I know will get like it happened to me. I know specifically with a Dodge Taurus. You know that car?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
Do
that
they
I
still
knew.
make that?
I don't think so.
No. All right.
I just know that somebody I knew somebody and they got one, and then after that I started seeing that car fucking everywhere.
I do think that's like a common thing, though. It's just like on your mind, you know?
Yeah, probably. You probably never knew of that car before, and then once they got it,
Yeah. I see so many nondescript cars when I'm out in the street that I'm like, I don't even like if it's not a dope car, you know, I don't really like pay too much attention. Like all new
I
cars look the same to me.
I saw a Dodge Tercel yesterday.
No, that would be a Toyota Tercel.
Oh, sorry, bro. You forgive
Yeah,
me
yeah,
or
yeah.
no?
Yeah. They don't make those no more either, right?
Nah.
So it used to be back in the day, in my heyday, it used to be like Tercel. What was the other one you just said?
Taurus.
Taurus.
Oh, that was Ford. Toyota was like Tercel.
No, Dodge Taurus.
No,
Yes.
Ford Taurus.
Ford.
Ford Taurus.
Yeah, it was a Ford Taurus. The Ford Taurus was like counterpart to the Camry, I think. They were kind of in the same class.
No,
But with,
Dodge, dude. No, Dodge Stratus.
come on, dog. Now you're
Sorry.
making me think of
My
like
bad. It's the
Mandela
Dodge.
Effect and
It was
shit.
the Dodge Stratus. It was a
You ever
Dodge
heard of the
Stratus.
Mandela Effect?
Mandela Effect? Nah.
The Mandela Effect is we've talked about it before on the podcast. It's like a thing. I just thought about it now because this guy was like, "It's a Dodge Taurus." I'm like, "No, dude, it's a Ford Taurus." It's a
Nah.
thing where a group of people remember something the wrong way, not the way that it legitimately happened.
I think
And
we
it all
talked
started,
about that in the simulation theory last year.
yes, with Sarah. She talked about it, and then we talked about it with Hialeah before too. And so it started with Nelson Mandela. A lot of people remember. Let's just fucking do the test on Geo here.
Yeah, on Geo.
How did Nelson Mandela die?
The president of South Africa, I think it was.
He dead? I didn't even know he died. I thought he was still alive.
He has a whole different effect. He has
Yay!
the bong effect.
The
boy.
gravity bong effect.
My bad. I didn't know he was dead.
Yeah, rest in peace. But
He died?
yeah, a long time ago. It's been a while. I got over it already, dog.
2013, I think, dude.
I love having you on the show, dude.
No, but I've always said this. Like, I'm that perfect thing because there's a lot of humans like myself that are out of tune of a lot of current events and shit like that because it's a lot of stress, man. Like, I see my mom, they just watch the news. It's the same shit every fucking 15 minutes. And it's like, yo, this is like, I've been sitting here 10 minutes and I'm fucking like, what is all this shit? It's just killing, like horrible shit on TV. I don't even like tune into regular shit. I just go on my own schedule. And even my girl, she's like, you don't even care or put shit on calendars. I'm like, for what? I'm like, I put it in the calendars because you tell me to. I'm not even, like, I don't even look at the calendar. Like, it's too much stress. Who's that? And I was like, he died 2013.
Yeah, it's not really a current event.
You know what? I know Nelson Mandela was dead. I just, in my head, when you guys were talking, I was thinking somebody else. That's why I was like, hold on, he's dead?
So how do you think he died, though? Do you remember anything about?
I have no fucking clue. I'll be making shit up if I was to tell you something.
All right, make something up. Go ahead, fuck it, for fun.
I thought just died because he's old.
I think he did, but a lot of people say that he died in jail, in prison.
Didn't he get out? I thought he got out.
He did. You're right. He did get out, and he died later. And I think he did die basically of old age.
But I guess people just always see him locked up and shit.
Yes, people remember that horror deal a long time, and then you know, we're in America. I remember him. I think it was the Olympics or the World Cup or something. He was there. When was that South Africa World Cup? 2012, Tank? Does that sound right?
No, 2010.
Okay, he was alive, so he was there. I remember that. But anyways,
I come here to get educated. I come to the GOAT show. I learn so much shit when I come here. It's great.
You're coming to the wrong place, dude. It's for education. So the Mandela Effect is when a bunch of people remember something wrong, not the way it is.
Nice.
So we went over some examples before. Do you remember any, Tank? Like examples of? You want to
Gio,
pull some
were
up?
you thinking? Were you thinking Morgan Freeman, dude?
He's not dead.
I was thinking. I just wasn't thinking Nelson Mandela when you said it. I was like, he's dead, and then I got you look at a word and you don't know how to spell it. It's like what? And you're like, why does that look weird to me?
Dude, the Pikachu tail. That's a pretty big one.
Okay. What is it about the Pikachu tail?
I don't fucking know.
He's got lightning crotch.
It was like everybody thinks that it has brown at the end of it or black, but it doesn't. It has brown at the beginning. Look it up. Share it so that Gio can see it.
Okay.
Or I have it. I could share it.
Well, it's like that FedEx arrow. The word EX makes the arrow.
Yes, I never seen that arrow.
Or the Amazon, is from A to Z. That's why it's not a smile. It's from A to Z. They have everything from A to Z.
Hey, did you see that they had to cancel one of their logos that looked kind of like a Hitler mustache?
Nah, that's awesome.
Let me see if I can find it. It was like for their food, I think. It was like a logo that they used for their food. We're getting way off topic, but that's what the show's all about.
I think the Luke, I am your father, that one.
Okay.
Oh my God! Let me see. But how does it look like a?
The blue thing.
Come on.
Oh,
I know, dude. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying they did cancel it.
Oh, so at first it came out that way, and then they fixed it.
Right.
Then they folded it.
Hey, all right. Gio likes Star Wars. Ask him about that one. Let's see what he says about that one.
What was the line that Vader says to Luke in the Battle of Tatooine?
In the Battle of Tatooine?
I don't fucking know what it is, bro. What was the battle?
Right when he chops off, before he chops off his arm, or after he chops off his arm?
After. His hand, and not his arm, bro. His hand.
All right, bro. You're getting technical.
I don't think he... Now, but you know what? It sucks because it's like I don't think he says now the famous quote because we're doing this Mandela Effect. So I'm thinking...
But what is it? What do you think he says?
Don't overthink
Luke, I am your father is the famous quote. Luke, I am your father?
No, he just says, I am your father.
And he goes...
He doesn't say Luke, but everybody just assumes he says, Luke, I am your father.
So that's an example. Everybody remembers, or a lot of people remember, Luke, I am your father. And then really he just says, I am your father. No, it can't be. Wait.
No! Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for anybody.
Spoiler alert, my bad.
I remember Jared Fogle being just a Subway guy.
Jared. Ain't
not
he
a pedophile?
Fucking pedophile or some shit.
There's one with like Michael Jackson and one of his songs. Smooth Criminal, I think. There's something with Smooth Criminal.
Well, Andy, are you okay?
You've been hit by a smooth criminal. I think that's the way it goes, but I think it's different than that. Maybe we'll do one more Mandela Effect, and then I wanted to tell you about something that happened to me last year when I was researching this show that freaked me the fuck out.
What you mean? When you were researching what show?
We did a simulation theory whole show last year around this time.
I remember that.
Yeah, we lost that show. That show got lost. It's no longer out there. It's kind of why we're doing this tonight, just to revisit it. And I found my notes, and I remembered about this incident.
I can't find it, bro. Just go.
Okay, whatever. Everybody gets what Mandela Effect is, though. It's when people misremember shit. A lot of people tie that into fucking alternate universes and parallel universes and stuff like that.
I feel like that's extreme.
Do you think it's possible there's alternate universes?
I don't know, man. Once again, it's that I have to see it type of shit.
The multiverse?
I haven't had enough evidence to have.
But you've seen Rick and Morty.
You haven't smoked enough. All right.
The Council of GNP Arrows.
Just cause the council and shit. I don't know. I'm firm on that, man. I have to see a lot of shit to jump on board. I have to be like, you need a lot of evidence and proof for me to be like, yeah.
Yeah. No. Of course, I'm not saying any of this stuff is.
No, but I'm saying in general, that's how my brain is. So I'm very like.
I'm not saying like the Mandalorian. This is the way.
I'm always lean more towards like I don't believe it until like because it hasn't been enough for me to prove it. Just like the UFO.
Sorry, go ahead, bro.
Just like the UFO shit, I just don't believe in like advanced UFO shit. I think there could be UFOs meaning like not UFOs, but like aliens meaning like just life form, but not so much like I don't believe they're the advanced life form.
Intelligent.
Yeah, I just believe there could be life, just like a microorganism or some slug or some kind of animal or some species, but not like.
You know what, dude? Can I ask you a series of questions?
I guess so.
I want to ask you. Should I ask him the percent questions? I don't think we ever asked him.
Yeah, ask him.
All right.
But he talked about it earlier. I think he's going to be more like 20, 30%.
He could be lower than we think probably on his scores, but just for shits and giggles. So I've been asking a lot of people this question when they're on the show. I ask them what percentage do they believe in a certain conspiracy theory. Okay, so the higher the percentage.
Conspiracies, and I say percentage wise.
Yeah. So, for example, the first one I'll ask you about JFK. So the higher the number you give me, the more you believe this. What percent do you believe that there was outside forces other than just Oswald on his own shooting from the book suppository, not suppository, depository?
I believe it was multiple. I don't believe it was one man.
But what percentage?
Oh shit.
Are you convinced?
100% that there was not one man.
So you're 100% that it was just not this.
Yeah, just
one.
because we did that whole MythBuster shit, like the way the bullet hit and the way, like, just how can they like?
Yeah, magic bullet is fucking bullshit, dude.
You know what a suppository is?
I stick it in your ass.
Yeah.
It's like your tongue, Tank.
Yeah, you know what? You might be right.
The book suppository, dude.
There's a suppository.
Boy, if there's a suppository the size of a book, you're fucked, dude.
Yeah, it is.
For real.
Tank.
All right.
The regular day.
Yeah. 9/11 was an inside job.
100%.
100.
Whoa! We got 100% right here,
bro. We got the rare double 100.
Nah, I mean I'm going crazy, but it's for sure. Like I don't think that was like an attack on its own. That's definitely internal for sure. So if it is, that's 100%. I don't believe in like a fit. Like that's a if there is any kind of involvement, that's it. That's 100%.
All right.
And I believe that shit wasn't alone. Like how the fuck? It was
moon landing was fake.
Everything was too coincidental. The moon landing, I'm like at 50.
50-50.
J-Lo's ass is real.
That's a 0%.
Do you like it though? What percent?
100%.
Super Saiyan.
Well, what's the other main conspiracies, dude? Oh, aliens.
Aliens, yeah. Well, he said it. He feels
and that's it. It's hard because I'm like at a 50-50 because it depends on. There's so many little like subcategories. Like, all right, do you mean like some flying saucer shit and they're experimenting on motherfuckers? I don't know about that much. But do we have proof that there is life and we're just hiding it? Maybe so. But is there like I don't think they're advanced like fucking.
Okay. Do you?
They're showing us and teaching us new shit. But
do you think they ever came to Earth?
Well, that's why my 50% also because the pyramids shit, all those things make me not like say 100%. Like, all those weird things makes me like fucking on the fence of like, damn, it could be some, but it's like not enough. I need more. So
you're 50-50 on whether intelligent life has visited here?
Yep, I'm on that. I'm like on the fence.
All right. Am I forgetting another major one, Tank?
Because humans do amazing shit.
Ghosts?
Well, the simulation theory.
Okay, we'll do ghost and simulation theory, and then we'll kill it. So
I'm like at a 60-40 believing it's not real. Like
More than likely, not real.
More likely not real. Probably less.
Okay.
Probably
How about
like
ghost?
Ghost, same thing.
60-40?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. You're pretty fucking open-minded, though, dude.
Yeah, I haven't had enough. Like, I haven't had spiritual things happen. Like, so I can't be like.
But you don't doubt it.
I don't. That's why I fear it enough to give it its respect. Like, hey, I ain't like.
Hey, you know what, dude? I respect your answers, though, because if you don't know something, if you're coming into something not knowing, which, to be honest, none of us really know anything about this personally, probably, you kind of got to start in the middle, right? You got to be like, I don't know, maybe.
Tell me some more, yeah. But
maybe not.
9/11 shit, just the little bit of thing of some taintedness, that says 100% there's not a solo job.
There's
Just
enough doubt.
There's too much little sneaky shit. That's it. I'm 100% this shit wasn't a solo like mission. And same thing with the JFK. Like, there's too much unanswers. For sure, I'm 100% this shit's suspicious. Like, for the other stuff, I'm like, I don't know, man. Everyone got some good points. I'm standing on the fence. Somebody wins on the battle of proving me wrong type shit.
Hell yeah. All right, so let me tell you about my little experience that I had last year when I was preparing for the Simulation Theory podcast. So I was listening to another podcast while I was working late at night one day. So, if I'm ever going to do a subject, I listen to a lot of material. I read a lot of shit just so I can, learn as much about it and then, kind of get my own take on it based on everything I've read and heard and listened to. And I do this a lot while I'm working. I just put something on in the background, listen to it, half pay attention, keep working. Exactly. So I do get a lot of offers for things that we sell on eBay sometimes. So I review those offers and I see, if I counter offer, I accept, whatever, decline. And I get an offer in my email. And usually when I get an offer, one of the things that I look at, because we charge a flat shipping rate, is I will look at what city and state you're from. So if you make me an offer and you're in the state of Florida, I'm more likely to accept a lower offer because I know the shipping is going to cost less than if you're out in California or Hawaii. So just rule of thumb, I get an offer. Okay, where's this cat from? Is he close by? Is he in another country? Or, whatever the case may be. So as I'm studying for the simulation theory episode, I get an offer, and this is the only time I can ever remember I get an offer from this city. The name of the city, Sims.
Sim City. Damn.
Like Sim City.
Where is it located? What country? What state?
Sims is in North Carolina. Now, I know you guys never heard of Sims. I would bet you never heard of Sims other than Sim City. I never heard of Sims. I looked it up. Tank, maybe you could look it up. What is the population of Sims, North Carolina? Just so you could see how unlikely, first of all, how unlikely it would be for me to get an offer from somebody from Sims, but how unlikely would it be for me to get an offer from somebody in Sims while I'm researching simulation theory at the same time?
Fuck me, bro. Yo, Gio, take a guess, dude.
It's got to be less than 100.
It's not quite that low, unless a bunch of people died.
He said
fuck me. I was like, yeah, it's got like a village or some shit.
Dude,
it's
I
basically
got
a village.
10,000.
282.
I had 287. Maybe 5 people have died since last year. They're from the COVID or something. But, dude, how unlikely is that?
That's a very low number. Where is that in North Carolina? Inside, like towards the inner like part of North Carolina.
Let me see if I can look up.
That's like
it's more on the East Coast. Not so much on the coast, but like in the middle, but a little bit more to the east.
Damn. Sims, North Carolina. How about that? And what they buy? Some Sim City shit.
Dude.
Matrix.
They asked me that last year. No, I did get an offer on a Matrix Pop. That was a third weird thing while I was listening to a video, but that was not the same person. That's Sim, North Carolina. There, Sims.
That's crazy.
They have 282 people, 113 households, and 85 families, according to the 2010 census. I'd probably be more likely to win the lottery than this shit happening.
You think we can get that guy on the podcast?
Yeah, facts.
We should find somebody from Sims. Maybe it's not even a real fucking place.
Could be like one of those nuke towns.
That shit looks dead. There's not one person in each of these pictures. They look fake.
Well, this picture definitely is fake. So what do you think? That's just coincidence?
I mean, if you're asking my opinion, yes. But
In your professional opinion.
In my professional opinion,
I think that's coincidence.
But that's one of these things that I'm saying, like how crazy it is. It just depends on where your brain stands on how you take it. It's like I was saying, like you ever remember that old movie Number 23 with Jim Carrey? Like he gets obsessed with the number 23, and like once you start focusing on that, you see everything. It's like, oh, 2 and 3 is this, and 5 is this, and there's 5 players.
I don't remember that movie, dude.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy movie. It's like kind of like a thriller.
Is that like after all the main funny ones that he did?
After all the main ones, he did like a serious one. He's not a comedy. It's like a kind of like a not scary movie, but like a thriller. Like he's obsessed with some shit. He starts going like super crazy on that shit.
Hey, he did the Truman Show, which kind of is like a simulation too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Truman Show is really good, dude.
Truman Show is crazy.
Well, they also say there's a lot of different simulations. People who like simulation theory, there's simulations where, we're all real people or real players, or within the simulation, there could be people that are like what are those people called?
AI, like artificial?
Like the players in the game that are not real people, that they're computer people.
AI. Oh, NPCs, non-playable characters.
Yeah, that shit. I definitely feel like I've ran into fucking NPCs in my life before, dude.
Like a certain I'm not gonna say it.
Some of your customers.
Some of the employees I'm talking about.
Oh, that too.
Like who, bro? Go ahead, fucking say it, dude.
Yo, I want to go fucking crack the shield, dog.
Fucking
go ahead, dog.
Daniel.
You think he was an NPC?
Yeah, bro. That guy was not there. He was not there to be part of the team.
There was definitely something like...
Oh, dude, you know who was a fucking NPC?
Who?
Fucking Juan.
Weird cat, too, yeah.
Good guy, but just weird.
Yeah, he was definitely like an early AI fucking type of robot.
Fucking prototype.
Like before they put in like the personality into them and shit.
Yeah.
He was like vision and shit.
Did you ever meet Juan?
Huh?
You ever met Juan that worked with us?
Juan.
I don't think so. I don't think he did.
I think I would come in and like, yo, there goes Juan ahead, and that was when I started working less.
He was kind of like a robot.
There's people like that though.
No, yeah, dude, but like
introverts and shit.
He's probably like the most like robotic person we've. Kind of like the guy from Grandma's Boy.
Turd Nugget.
I don't know what that is. What's Grandma's Boy?
You seen Grandma's Boy?
Did you never seen Grandma's Boy?
It's a pop culture big movie. It's kind of like Half-Baked Ace Ventura. Like it didn't do good in theaters, but it became big on DVD.
Dude, it's like a classic, bro.
You know who it has? It has all the side niggas all of Adam Sandler's homies.
Yes, all the side people that's their movie.
All the guys that with the eye to the side, the guy with the black hair.
Tell me the name. Grandma's Boys.
Grandma's Boy. It's about a gamer. It's about gamer.
Nick Swartzen is in it.
Yeah, it's funny, dog.
I feel like Tank when we're telling him about movies. No.
Yes, exactly. Dude, that's a classic, bro.
That was a good one. That's a pop culture classic, and you'll love it because it's like our world. It's like nerds.
Dude, and it's like
gamer. They're developers.
It's like exactly how Gio explained it, bro. It's all of Adam Sandler's sides. It's their movie.
It's like all the dudes that are in all his movies. You know, the guy that comes out, the guy with the crooked eye, the guy with black hair. He's the quarterback in the Waterboy, and the other guy, the blonde guy, his friend. The three friends that always come out in all the movies. It's those three dudes.
10-Second Tom.
And what's the story with this movie? I'm sorry, guys. I've been drinking all night.
He's a video game developer.
Video game developing company, a video game company, and like the main guy, he has his own little video game he's developing. He's trying to like preach it, and they steal that shit from him. You know, like the antagonist takes his idea.
But can you take me a step back? How do we get talking on this? I'm sorry, I lost the.
Juan was like
in that show. He talks like a robot. He's like
he was like the antagonist. He has like a second, like a what's it called? Second personality, a second alter ego, yeah. And he like talks to something like, don't say that or some shit like that.
Not like this right now, turd nuggets. He talks like all weird, and
he reminds you of that guy.
Yeah.
There's weird dude. It's like the guy from Office Space, the weird guy downstairs with the stapler.
Milton.
That's what like you know, they're just weird. Just people like that though. I've met.
But what Office Space are you into? Are you into the UK or the American?
Well, I'm all American because I don't know the UK ones. I always find out about shit in America. Like people be like, "Oh, the UK one's way better." I'm like, well, no shit. But I didn't know about that shit. I didn't live out there. I saw The Office when it came here.
I saw it, dude. It's fire, bro. I love it, dude.
But for me, like, I just grew up. Like, I'm not gonna front and be like, "Oh, the UK one." Like, it probably is, but like, I grew up with the American one. That's the one I got.
Dude, he said Office Space, not The Office, Randy.
No, but yeah, I said Office Space.
But I know what he meant. You meant The Office, right?
No, I meant Office Space.
Milton with the red stapler.
Bro, I'm like, Jesus, I'm off my game tonight, dude. You're right, bro. There is no UK version of Office Space.
No, there's a UK version of Office.
Yes.
With Gervais, that dude, Ricky
Gervais. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Jesus fucking Christ. Are you an Office guy?
Hell yeah.
Which one, American or UK version?
I've only seen the American one, but I'm pretty sure the UK one's funny.
This feels like Deja Vu, dude.
Yeah, facts.
Hey, check out the British version, but it might be weird for you now that you've seen the American.
It's hard. It's like trying to show somebody the original Star Wars now and they never seen it. It's like, yo, it was good. And when you got to explain and tell them it was good, like, and you know what I'm saying, trying to keep boosting up, and they're not into it, it's hard. It's hard to make people get
like The Exorcist. Randy says The Exorcist is like the scariest movie he's seen.
My dad said the same shit because when it dropped, there was no shit like this.
Yeah, like my dad too. My dad too.
That's why when NWA dropped, it was different because that shit wasn't out. Now you guys hear suck a dick, fuck it, like that shit's like normal. But when that first came out, we were like, whoa, these motherfuckers are saying suck my dick.
Fuck the police?
And fuck the police, like, whoa.
Coming straight from the underground.
Yeah, they're killing motherfuckers on tracks. Like, wow, they're murdering motherfuckers, shooting guns. Like, holy shit. So that's why it just was. When Exorcist came out, there wasn't nobody doing shit like that. They're like, that was scary shit. And then that's kind of real. A real subject too. It's not like a made-up fantasy shit. Like, there is actually.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell.
Yeah, dog. What about Poltergeist?
Yeah, so you got to take shit in context too. Like, at the time, that was fucking crazy, dude. You know, now you look at it, okay, yeah, she's throwing up fucking compota, you know, whatever. But, you know, dude, what they did in that movie, I say it every time, dude. That fucking chick stabbing her fucking pussy with a cross, that's fucked up, dude.
12 years old, right?
Yeah, bro. How are you going to tell a fucking little girl to do that, dude? Can you imagine if they did that today in a movie?
Cancel
that.
Cancel. Now you can't do it.
You can't do that. They're going to cancel The Exorcist.
Good question. Look, this is a good controversial question. What did you guys think of Coming to America 2? More you, because you're old school.
I haven't seen it, bro.
You know what? My
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. My girl's kid.
Spoiler alert. Tell us about it.
He saw it before us, so he kind of like didn't like it because he loves the old one, but he's also a very retro kind of likes everything retro, so he hates on everything. So he shot it down so bad. So when I approached it with like low expectations, that it was not bad to me. Like,
was it a money grab?
It was, but at the same time, they paid homage to the old school because they brought everybody back, everybody from the original, and they showed homage to like all the big famous characters, which. It was a money grab, but it was a good enough story. Like, it wasn't bad. People was like, oh, the story was bad. Like, it was good. And they didn't, like, mess up the integrity of Akeem. You feel me? Because he's, like, a good guy. But they brought it, like, he has a out of wedlock child, but it happened on the night when they were looking for hoes and they were meeting all the bitches and like, my name is Peaches. And like that night, Semi called a girl to distract him while he fucks, and she got him high. And he thought, he's like, I spoke some seasonal, some celebration herbs and shit. And he's like, and I saw this big animal charging me. Da, da, da. And so he didn't know. And it was Semi. So he kind of like, so I like that they kept his structure of his integrity as like a good dude. And he has kids already. He's married. He's the king and shit like that. And he doesn't have no boys. He has no sons for the heir. You feel me? And he finds out he has some ghetto ass kid from some ghetto ass bitch from Queens, some hood rat. And it's funny as shit.
So and you enjoyed it?
I thought it was funny. It wasn't like, you know what it was? It's Next Friday for me. Like when I saw Next Friday in the theaters, I walked out. I didn't like it. Over the years, that became one of my favorite movies because I took it as Next Friday and I stopped expecting Smokey and Craig. I took Day Day and Craig and Pinky, and I enjoyed it what it was. But in the beginning, I was trying to see Friday again, and I was mad that it wasn't, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, that's all about expectations. But Friday is the fucking shit, dude.
It is, but over the years, Next Friday is the fucking shit too, bro. I love that movie. I have so many quotes and so many favorite scenes that it became better on its own. Like without
I have to watch that one again, dude. The one I saw Friday, I don't know, a fucking 100 times, dude.
That's the thing. That's what happened to be a theater. And I think that's what happened to Coming to America. 20 years of waiting for this shit, and it did. And people were like, "What do you expect?" Like, God damn. It's like comic book movies. Motherfucker, like, what do you want? Like,
how come every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, eating up all the pig feet? I like pig feet.
I think they did it. They did good. In the beginning, I thought it was going to be corny. I was starting to cringe a little bit, but then it picked up, and I'm like, it was good enough. It wasn't a flop. And I think I had the same effect with Power Rangers. My cousin was like, I expected Solo, that movie, the new one, the reboot, and I was like, this shit's going to be so trash. And I went with that expectation that it was better than what I thought, and I was like, this shit was not bad. It was actually pretty good. Like, I enjoyed this shit. And
what you going to do? Number one or number two?
Yeah, Friday was a classic.
Anybody gonna take any stinking loads in here? It's gonna be me.
Rest in peace, John Witherspoon.
Rest in peace. That guy was fucking hilarious, dude. Love that guy.
But watch Coming to America too. I'd like to see what you think.
All right, I got some homework here.
I thought it was good because they touched on every like all the famous classic scenes. They brought fucking Louis back. They brought goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, all the famous characters, the barbershop dudes, like even the little characters, they brought them all back. Cameos. It was cool as fuck.
I'll have to check it out. Hey, let me tell you another synchronicity story. And these are old. I'm just reading my notes from last year, but I thought this was interesting. Around this time last year when we did that show, it was like right after Kobe died. Did you guys ever see that a commercial came out with Kobe and Kanye West, where Kanye's like a villain, kind of like he is in real life, but in the commercial, he's like a villain, and they were fighting, and after the fight, Kanye flees in a helicopter, and then Kobe's holding a basketball, and he realizes that the basketball is actually a bomb, and he throws the bomb to the helicopter, and it explodes, and then the ad ends with like the helicopter crashing, and the last number shown on the basketball on the countdown was, fuck, my notes are empty. I don't know what it was. An 8, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. My notes are empty. I could say an 8 to make it sound better, but I don't know. I was writing, and the number was, and it's fucking missing. But do you guys ever hear about that commercial?
Nah, I thought you were talking about another Kanye Kobe commercial. And he's like, what the fuck does that
mean?
Kobe Bryant? When he goes, what the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, that one. That's the one.
I did see a cartoon with him in a helicopter crash. Kobe Bryant's like in a cartoon, and his helicopter like crashes in the cartoon. I seen that.
I didn't know about that one. Shit.
Yeah. It was like an old like shit. What about all the Simpsons coincidentals? Like
we talked about those one time too. Yeah, bro, that's crazy, dude. I don't know if those are real or not now. Now I don't know if they're
now I don't know what to believe because there's so much fake Twitter posts and like fake Photoshop shit. Like,
yeah, they have predicted some shit, but like they make a lot of predictions. A lot of them are probably wrong. And we never hear about those.
Right. It's like, out of the thousands that are wrong, like the ones that are pop out, those are the ones you're focusing on. So of course you're gonna like.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
There was another one more on this coincidence synchronicity thing. I was listening to a podcast with Charlie Sheen, as the guest, and he was talking about a hotel room. I don't remember well where it was. He was in a hotel room and with his wife, and he conceived one of his children in that hotel room, who they named her Sam. And by coincidence, he happened to stay. He didn't like request the same room in the hotel, but he went to the hotel. They happened to give him the same exact suite in the hotel. And when he's in that room, sometime later, somebody comes to visit the door to bring him something, and the person introduces himself, and they say, "Hi, my name is Sam." Same name of his child that he had conceived there years before. Just like a fucking
Coincidence, man.
just coincidence, straight up coincidence.
I mean, for me, yeah. For me, that's how I look at it.
Well, it would freak you the fuck out though if it was you.
It would be trippy, but I get that a lot. Like I work with a lot of patient care, so I see a lot of like, oh shit, November 15th, your name is Gio Gonzalez too, and you guys are from Ecuador. Like, holy shit. And that's happened to me before. Like, your name is Mario and you're Anthony, and like, those are my nephew, my father, and the birthdays. Like, holy shit, but
Yeah, coincidences are out there. They can be just fucking straight up that. But when they happen, Jesus fucking Christ, those things freak me out, dude.
For sure. That's a given for sure. Because I've had those, but then once it hits, then it's like, oh, then I just look at it. I believe more like, okay, that was just some fluke, or maybe it isn't, but just how I see it is like that. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you could overthink shit too.
That's the thing too. It just depends how your brain looks. That's why when me and my brother was talking about like like ghosts and shit, a lot of people, their brain like sees images and shit. They're gonna see what they want to see. Like if your loved one just passed, you're thinking about them so much, that's what you're gonna see. And it's true though. Like it's funny. It's like a joke. We were joking, but I'm like, yo, how come no ghosts are ever wearing like Jordans and a fitted cap or like some like fucking like polo shirt? They gotta be wearing like why they gotta be from like the 20s and shit, like old haunting ghost. What can't be like a 2019 ghost, like got a fade and like.
We had a ghost hunter a few weeks back on the show, and it was interesting. Shout out to Ben. And the whole ghost thing, there's a lot of takes on it. Like a lot of people say that there are people stuck in between worlds or in between realms or whatever, and they're not like. Some of them may not even know that they're in that realm, or they don't know how to get to the next realm, or it's very hard for them to communicate. They use a lot of those devices where they capture like little words and stuff. But I get how people could also be like, "Ghost, dude, come on, dude."
Well, look, like that guy, my friend Keith, the guy who does Music Cobb, his sister, her name is Susan Slaughter. Her tag's Susan Dragon Slaughter. She's
That's a great name, by the way.
No, well, she's a TV a reality show. She works for Sci-Fi Network, and she's on Ghost Hunters.
No way, dude.
Yeah, she's been doing Ghost Hunters for years now.
Oh my god, dude! You gotta. I would love to talk to her.
Up for sure. We'll get Keith and have her zoom in or some shit.
Hell yeah.
Hunter. She knows a lot of those dudes, and she would tell me stories. They've gone to like different countries. And
is she a believer?
I haven't picked her brain in a couple years, but I remember when we used to talk, and like she's been to a lot of those like caves and like in Guatemala, Mexico, those haunted places, and they go, it's scary. They go with the cameras down there. You're in that shit, of course. It's scary as fuck, but they haven't found nothing yet. So it's like a lot of scary shit. You're down there, yeah. Your brain's thinking everything you've been learning. It's a dead fucking old hospital, psych ward, cemetery. Your brain's going on 100. Your fear is like shooting through the roof. So yeah, with that added on, like, of course you're gonna feel some way. But from what I remember, she hadn't, like, there has been no proof yet. We haven't seen it on the news yet. Like, they would have been on the news already if the ghost hunters finally had found something. You feel me? Like, that shit would have been on TV long time ago. But there's been mad seasons and they haven't found shit yet that's been on the news like nonstop. Like anything that would have been for real would have been all over the fucking media. You get me? So okay, all these theories are good, but that shit would have been worldwide news, like all over the motherfucker place.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's kind of like the alien thing too, like. But the thing about the alien thing lately is there's been more and more legit news sources reporting
But no details on if, like we said, is it a microorganism life or is it like some fucking walking being with armor and a spacesuit and we have his spaceship on and he's in a cell? Like, come on, man. Like,
the main thing they've been opening up now, basically, the government mainly is like, yeah, we've seen some shit. We don't know what the fuck it is. We also, I mean, they haven't made statements, but like from what I've seen, is like they're telling us, we saw this. We don't know what it is.
they can have like
Maybe
a
the Russians,
plant. It could be like a plant, and it's like a space.
or maybe it's some shit the Russians have that we don't have yet. Maybe it's some shit some other country has, China has, and we just don't fucking have that shit yet, and we don't know what it is.
I've always thought my whole argument has always been like, yo, we're always going up. Why don't we go down
in the water,
bottom of the ground where we haven't discovered yet? Because look, sharks and whales, they disappear for a long period of time. They go where we don't go, and they're doing something down there. And but the pressure, all that shit, like we're trying to go up. We haven't figured out the bottom of this bitch. Like,
no, that's for real, dude. They I've heard it said many times. We've explored the oceans less than we've explored fucking space. Now, you ever heard of Commander Fravor?
nah,
You know the core of the Earth. That's just a theory, also.
So we don't know what's really in there.
Who's
right?
that
Exactly.
guy you're talking about?
Commander Fravor.
Fravor.
Look him up. I'll send you a link to a podcast if you have time to watch.
Well,
he's been on Rogan.
Give me like the side of the book, little synopsis.
I'll give you the fucking cliff notes. Commander Fravor is a fucking Air Force commander who flew. I think Nimitz was the name of the ship he was on, and he was out on the West Coast. I think this was like 12, 13 years ago, and they sent him and his squadron out like on a patrol, and then they picked up on their radar. It's called the Tic Tac video. So when you look at the video,
it's like land stuff or on water.
They're flying planes, and
they're
when
flying. They're in the air.
They're in the air, and when they first see this thing, they see something in the water. It comes out of the water, and it has the shape of
video with that fast shit going by really fast. Is that what you're talking about? That
yeah,
guy?
It looks like a Tic Tac, and it's moving
way faster than them.
Yeah, like it's going from 0 to whatever so fast. It's jamming their radar. It's they had a rendezvous point. It went to the rendezvous point before they did, and it's just doing all kinds of shit. And this is a legit fucking commander in the military who has no interest in fucking aliens or anything like that. And he's just like,
from what
we never seen anything like that. We don't know what the fuck that is the story. Could it be an alien? We don't know. Could it be some shit that the other countries have that we don't have? They don't know. But what's interesting is that they opened up about it, and they should investigate, dude. We want to know what that is.
But to me, though, it was like very suspect because the times that they decided to do this is when the country was going through a lot of like shit, and that just derailed the attention to go there. Like, oh, all of a sudden, right now, at the time that we're going through all this shit, and there's separation. Like, you want to announce that, like the all this UFO talk to get people distracted. I feel like they're tacticals and tools. So maybe this guy was X, and they probably like, you know how publicists and this whole media shit works. Like, yo, you're gonna come out because you're gonna be the face of, and it stirs up the conspiracy, and that just gets people focused on other shit. And I believe they do that a lot, like scare tactics, and they've done this. I mean, these are the theories. Of course, I could be wrong too. I'm going off.
I'm interested.
We're basically all going off of theories of somebody else's theories, and basically that's all we all do in life. It's just we talk about different theories that we all have.
Yeah.
Of certain.
Why do you think they're doing this?
It's just the way it's built. The way society is built is like that. It keeps
distraction,
the rat race, and keeps us distracted. That's why they do with the gas. They raise the prices so high, and then all of a sudden they go really low. All of a sudden we're like, oh shit, it's 99 cents, and all of a sudden we don't notice that it goes up little by little, and it's back up to where it was, but 10 cents more. We were at $3.50, now it's $3.60. We didn't realize because it dropped to 99, then it goes up, then it goes down. They keep go up, 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 sneaking. You feel me? Like
it's like the stock market, dude. It's all fake.
Like, to me, that's how. Like, look, I believe there's a lot of these sicknesses and shit, but it's like they scare you, like swine, Ebola. Yeah, but they put it in your face. It's like music. They repeat the songs over and over. They give the radio station the list, play these 15 songs every 20 minutes, and they repeat it over and over. The people are just like, this is a dope song because they hear it every second.
Do you think they use movies too for narratives?
For sure. And that's why also, because how dope these movies look now, Cloverfield, these realistic looking movies, like I don't trust none of the footage I see on the news. Like they make really good effects now. All this shit can be even faker. And we thought the old shit was fake. Imagine now with the technology, like how real can they make this shit look? They can make homemade videos look like it's homemade. They can make like plane videos look like it's a real plane video. Like we would never know.
Absolutely. Unless you saw it with your own eyes. And then if
And
you
it's
did
tough
see some
now.
crazy shit with your own eyes,
And just
It's
the
a-
fact we're doubting it is another tool. We're creating so many that I think that's the confusion that like, hey, let them run in circles. You feel me? I
yeah,
feel like
dude, if I stepped out in my yard right now and I saw a UFO, unless I got a very clear fucking video of it, and the
everybody
videos are never clear.
it was a helicopter. No, bro, I'm telling you, I saw it. We've had it. We've all thought we've seen a UFO, right? For like a second, like
Yes.
you call somebody out, it's like, nah, that's a helicopter. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, that's a plane. Like, damn, it was moving weird though.
But
We've
you're
all-
automatically like a wacko, dude. If you see
Yeah.
one, it's like, come on, bro.
But
If you
deep
did
down,
see
we
one,
want to be right. Deep down, we all want to be like, man, I hope it is. But what would we do if it was?
shit our pants.
Yep.
Probably.
But we're all like, oh, I hope it is. Oh, it's not. Like, yeah, you better pray it's not, motherfucker. Like,
I want it to be real, but I don't want to be in the situation where like it's me being like taken up. I'm like, fuck that, dude.
it's just like
I wonder if we'll ever know.
you know why I believe it like that? Like I doubt it because they just show the proof. Look, politics, all that. Like I feel like that's how I believe. That's how I feel about politics. Like I feel like they make us feel like we have a voice and like we're really deciding and doing it. But that's all like smoke and mirrors, and it's all
fake.
decided, premeditated. You feel me? Like that shit's already handled, bro. They just make us feel like we're important.
Yeah,
Just
it's
like
a
work.
narrative.
Some guy said that guy Derek, he's one of these like motivational speakers. He sells like packages. He says like slavery it still exists. Like it's just turned into the work thing. You feel me? Like you work you give your time to work this slave shit, and then you get a retirement pension at the end, and they got you in the loop, and you just like you're stuck in this thing. Like and a lot of people don't.
Yeah,
like,
they changed the parameters of it around to where it's more palpable and we can accept it and we feel like, oh, I can go here, I can do this, but at the end of the day, we're still in that rat race you're talking about, and in a machine.
This is helping break that machine. This whole online and videos and cameras. It's just like people are like, fuck that. They're starting to realize you can't lie no more because before the outlets were only given on TV and they didn't have social media. Now your phone is your outlet. Like I don't need your reporter. I have a camera. Like this is the real truth right here. Like so, I think that's helping. It's also ruining a lot of shit, but it's also helping expose a lot of the like you can't like do a lot of this bullshit no more because now it's like there's cameras everywhere. Like
Yeah, you're right about that. There's like a double-edged sword because
and then also
it helps and it hurts because there's a lot of bullshit out there too, right?
and the age is also wiping out the old school. They're getting older. They're dying out. Some of the new young ones that got passed down, but like that's gonna wipe out with time. Time itself is gonna like clean up because society's gonna win. Like they're not gonna keep going, but it'll always never be perfect because there's always gonna be that motherfucker that doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, for real.
We'll never have full
Yeah.
people. You always one guy like I don't care. You just gotta do this and you'll save the world. Like I don't give a shit. I just want my house and there's people like that always.
I'm just all about information, dude. You know, like I'm not I'm not a child, bro. Give me the information. Let me deal with the information and let me process the information. But don't chew up the information and then spoon feed it to me, the way you want me to see it. Just fucking show it to me. Let me make my mind up, This is that, this is the other. Don't like just straight up come with this is what happened and this is what it is. And that's why I hate media today, dude. You look at media and it's all about like words, right? There's certain they phrase things. Yeah, and like
what they show you, how they edit, exactly what they show you on the clips.
Right.
Like purposely get you angry. They purposely focus on the bad to stir up emotions.
Yes, and they'll give you the idea, but they phrase it and they show it in a way to get a certain reaction, and then only if you and nobody has the time to do this with every story. Only if you really say, you know what, I'm going to sit down here for 4 hours and I'm going to read all the articles on this and I'm going to watch all the videos on this and I'm going to break it down. And damn, the real truth is this, not what they showed in that 1 minute clip. But nobody has the time. Everybody sees that 1 minute clip and they're like, oh my God, yes, they got the reaction that they wanted you to give.
Yeah, look at Buddy Blake Robinson said DNA is a computer code. That sounds like a good theory because it's true.
It could be.
It's so perfect in computers. Like,
it's almost magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all kind of crazy shit, dude.
Crazy, man.
We'll drive ourselves crazy if we attack every angle.
I feel like you too. I get like bothered on shit, but that's why lately, like as I go, like I try to you know what? I'm not even pay attention because it's just stress, man. It gets you mad, it gets you upset. So I'm like, that's why I'm like out of the loop, but purposely, like, yeah, but why? Like the campaign shit, I was starting to get pissed. I watch all these riots and things that happen and like injustices. I'm like, man, all I'm doing is getting pissed off at this work. Like I'd rather I'll watch some streaming shit, just watch some anime, some movies, and make music and record and draw and like. And then take it in as I get told and get educated, so not stay out the loop. You know, I talk to y'all, my brothers who stay on it, but like I see them, they're like always angry, debating, and bothered. I'm like, see, they're doing it. Like that's what they want.
It's not worth it, bro.
They want to do exactly what I'm doing too, to not pay attention and not give a fuck. And I also want you to do that too. So they do it purposely to create the chaos, so the people focus too much on all the theories and bullshit. But they also want you to like get fed up and like not pay attention. Like I don't care.
Did you guys end up getting a lot of political shit on your feeds the last 6 months?
All day.
Dude, I got tired of that. And I started like deleting some people or accounts that I was getting all the time. Cause like, dude, when I want to see that, I'll go and see that. You know what I mean? I'll search that out. Like, I don't want to be like fucking here, you know, fucking.
But look, even the people do it themselves. They get mad and they're bothered by something. Instead of like not reposting, they share it to show how mad they are. Like Trump. Trump is a good example. People were so mad at him. He was trending because everything is videos of hating on him, but it's videos of him and hashtag him. And it's just Trump, Trump, Trump. Like your hate towards him was helping his fire. You're just basically promoting for him, campaigning. You just want to watch his next move. So his ratings, his streams go high because you just want to hate on him and be mad and repost the same speech, but you're making fun of it, but you're reposting his video. You're like, he's a fucking genius media guy. And he used the tool that he knows how to use it, what politicians don't use. And he showed that he could use it. And it worked.
Yeah, there probably was no other president as, I mean, also the day and age that we're in, but, you know, I don't think Biden is going to be anything close to what Trump was as far as moving the meter for reactions. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
tell me to say it's sad. My friend told me this. He's like, is this weird? Like, hates Trump, but she was like, it's weird that like Biden's kind of like a boring. Like, he doesn't come on TV only to sign like something. Like,
what have you heard about Biden since he took power?
We're so used to every day this motherfucker Trump was saying something like, oh my God, did you hear what he said? Oh my God, did you see what he did? It was like every day it became a normal. And after a while, it got so annoying. But now it's weird now that we're like, it's weird. It's so quiet. Like, there's no like drama. Like,
where's our drama, dude?
And it sucks that we're feeding for it now. And it's sad. It's sad that that's how we are. Just like tragedies. We mourn and shit, but 3 months later, a award show comes out. We forgot about the Vegas shooting. We forgot about the Orlando shooting. We forgot about that. Like, people move on. They just do it for the bullshit clout, and then
you just talk about the Vegas shooting.
Just in general, like
you just mentioned it though, right?
Yeah,
it rarely gets mentioned, dude.
Because people are like that. They move on.
That one is weird, dude. We talked about it, Tank. Remember? You awake still, Tank, or no?
My bad. I was muted. I didn't realize. Yeah. I remember when we talked about the Vegas shooting.
That one like got put on the back burner, dude, and like rarely gets mentioned. Rarely. That one's weird, dude. The guy had like no record. A lot of people say that was a gun control fucking operation. Who the fuck knows, dude? I don't know.
And that's what I mean. Look, just how it is. That's why it gets done. We don't know. It could be some setup shit, or it could be just coincidence. But because they got us running around like not knowing info, we have a little bit of belief in every little thing. We're like confused. We don't know what to think. I watched it.
Blake Robinson's asking which Mandela effects can any of you guys agree with personally?
I say the Luke, I am your father.
Dude, that's one like for sure. But fuck, who knows, dude?
I agree with that one. The Bearstein Bears.
Oh, that's another one. Yeah.
It was definitely bursting, not bursting.
Now, for the uninitiated, which I'm not fucking remembering right now, what was the Bernstein Bears?
It was that Family of Bears. I remember.
Yeah, it was like a children's book.
It was a book, and it was like a whack ass little like Peppa the Pig type of cartoon.
It was like little bears, yeah.
I ain't watch that shit like that. Fuck that.
Gio, what do you think about all this cancel culture shit?
I'm like, it's hard because I'm from the old era, so I don't give a fuck, but I understand the new generation because I have nieces and stepkids. It's like I get why they're doing it, but it's like so weird. It's like I get the Pepe Le Pew shit, but like, come on, guys. Like, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard because it's such a sensitive culture now. So it's like you either the villain going against it, or you just like. So I just stay neutral. I'm like, you know what? Whatever.
It's so divisive, dude. You can't take a stand because if you take a stand, you become an enemy.
Especially on those subjects. If it was like comic shit, I'm like, oh fuck those like fans I hate. But like with this subject, it's like, you know what? I stay open, neutral. Like I have my own beliefs, but I'm still learning to not say certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like I came from the era of saying fag, retard, and and
can't say that no more.
No, because look, just in my life, I have people that are homosexual. I have family members that are with Down, so it's forced me to fix my habits naturally, and that's what the culture does. So it is good in a sense, but I think it's hard for us. It's like when, you know what, good example here is sometimes we just make it a bigger thing than it is, like Toys R Us. When it was closing, the main people complaining, like, what? I can't believe it's all the adults, the 40-year-old people. You don't go to fucking Toys R Us. What you complaining about? Like, what? They're closing Toys R Us? Like, you don't go to fucking Toys R Us.
You should have gone more. They wouldn't have closed.
Right. So, like, complaining of the 30, 40-year-old, like, your kids don't give a fuck about Toys R Us. They go to Amazon. Or they
exactly.
Yes Network or on their fucking Apple, Android. Like,
it's a sign of the times, bro. It was going to happen eventually.
So it's tough. It's a tough thing because I also laugh at it because I come from the old era. So I'm like, that's stupid. Like the Mr. Potato Head shit, the Pepe Le Pew shit.
Yeah, like who's watching Pepe Le Pew and saying, all right, I'm going to go fucking harass women right now.
But now there's an organization because just like the gay thing, we asked for the equal rights, and now people are upset because they're pushing on everything. I'm like, well, this is what you guys wanted. Like, it's like
look, when Chris was on the show one time, you were on that same show. We talked about boxing, and we talked about like transgender athletes. Now there's a lot of like laws going into effect. I think this is one of the things that Biden did early on that was controversial. He signed some litigation, some laws where some transgender athletes could compete. So basically, if you're a biological dude and you transition to a female, you could then
compete. Fighter. He's been breaking every opponent's nose. He broke like 3 girls' nose. Not fair, man. Like I get it, like, but that sucks because you're making like it's like okay, fine. I understand you want to be equal, but like, goddamn, man, it's not. It's like scientifically fucked up. Like fucking.
I'm not down with it in the sports world, dude, because I'm not, and it's not chauvinistic, but
if they do, it sounds bad. Like start your own like transgender like league. Like
that's all good. Yeah, why not?
Other transgenders play like that's the only equal way because the other way is like kind of like it's a handicap.
Not an even playing field.
Nah, not at all. And it's kind of like even for them, like I don't know, I can't speak for them, but like or them, I don't mean to like categorize it, but like how do you feel good about like winning like that?
No,
like,
no, can't.
Most athletes are very like they're very like about like winning and doing it the right way. So like I don't
unless you're Tom Brady.
Hey man, Tom Brady just showed that he's a good quarterback, bro. Come on, man. You know when we're gonna appreciate him when we're watching.
You want to say he's the GOAT.
He is, bro. You know why? Because I'm a Dolphins fan, but I'm also like, it's like a LeBron James. Like, yo, when he's done and we watch the documentaries and we see all the shit that was happening behind games and all the controversy what he was dealing with and how he still won, we're gonna be like, that motherfucker was a GOAT. Because we're
He's
not
tainted
watching.
in my book.
It is, but wait till that documentary that you don't see all the footage of what happened when we were hating on him and what he's going through. When we see that put together one of these years when he's done, and who knows if he wins another one, you're gonna be like, just like I hated Michael Jordan, bro, and I knew he was, but he was shitting on the Heat, and when I was a Knicks fan, he was just shitting on all my teams. I hated that motherfucker,
But he never got busted for cheating.
I don't even give a fuck about that. And you know what? Like I always said, fine, he got busted for cheating, but like he still had to throw the flat ball and make the motherfucker catch it, and you could have intercepted the flat ball, and you could have fucking,
They did. That's how they found out about it. They intercepted the
but
flat
you feel
ball.
what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's a lot of games for that little flat ball to cause all that. Like, come on.
No, what I look at, and I don't. The show's not about Tom Brady. What I look about at that dude's career is a lot of luck, a lot of cheating on the Patriots side, recording.
What about Tampa's year? Fine, like.
No, look.
What about this year now? What's
Okay.
the reason of saying that he didn't deserve this year?
Okay, devil's advocate. I can honestly say this year with Tampa, that's his greatest moment because no scandals came out this year. However, if I'm gonna say one thing, and this doesn't even have a lot of fucking bearing, he did kind of build an all-star team around himself, but that's the culture today. So,
but I think every team's done that now.
In football, it's been harder to do. It's not like basketball where
you know what? He did the greatest thing ever. He threw that trophy to the other boat, and that was the dopest shit anyone's done. Right there, he's like, that's the real motherfucker.
And then he got ripped. You saw that?
Fuck it. He don't give a shit. You know why? Because that's going to be the main. That's streamed like a motherfucker. He broke records. Motherfuckers loving that.
Yeah, I mean.
I think when it's all said and done, we're going to like sit back. Even though we hate him, like, damn, that motherfucker. He is a fucking GOAT.
You know what my problem with him, dude, is I look at him and I'm like, this guy's not even the best player in the league, dude, ever. Like, I never see him as the best player in the league.
Floyd Mayweather. He's the Floyd Mayweather of football. He's basically like clean, not hurt. We don't like how he plays. He doesn't like, and he's winning though. And he's like, hey, I'm still running. I'm healthy. I'm not fucking brain damaged, and I'm good. Like, I don't want to fight like Mexican fight. Like Floyd, I hated Floyd. In one interview, he said, people want me to go out there and just throw blows and get brain damage, like, and then become a boxer that don't speak and all this shit. He's like, why? Nah, nigga. Like,
no, I get it, dude. I mean, I'm not a fan of LeBron personally, but when I see LeBron play, I realize his greatness, dude. What he can do physically, what his on the court IQ. Sometimes I question his off the court IQ, but on the court,
you know why his IQ is hated because he doesn't do what all the greats have always done, is just do all for himself. He's like all around. He's showing it with the numbers. Like, he's on every stat board. Like, he doesn't, and that's why he's not Kobe. He's not Jordan, because they were like alpha. Like, give me the ball and go, fuck, I'm gonna win. He's more like, oh man, come on guys, you guys win with me type of guy. Like, I want to win together. Like, he's a real good dude, and I think that's why people hate on him, because he's not a fucking killer.
But he's a little bit more surgical, whereas Jordan, Kobe are more savage, dude. Like,
assassins.
Ah, fuck, give me that fucking ball. I'm taking this fucking shot. Move out of the fucking way.
The last day told us that Jordan's a fucking assassin. Like, yo,
give me the fucking ball. I'm taking the shot.
And that's why people are like, oh, he's not the GOAT. But yeah, because LeBron also made every player better. Like, every team he went to, he made better. So it's like, I get it, but it's like, wait. So we got to wait till it's all done, and we'll see.
All right, I'm going to circle back to the simulation for a second. We got on sports for a second. Who's the GOAT, Tank?
Go to
what?
I don't know.
Sports time? Yeah. Of everything, all around GOAT?
Yep.
You.
Hell yeah.
Randy Garcia.
Seriously, who's the GOAT?
But of what? Like, for real?
Now,
sports. You know, for a long time, Muhammad Ali, that's his fucking like nickname, the greatest of all time. When you're thinking of sports, who's the greatest of all time?
To me, in my mind, just because of the way it impacted and how he came out, Mike Tyson. Just the way he steamrolled it. It was different. He dominated
for a time there.
Yeah, for a time, his
Yes.
golden era, like he dominated. It wasn't like he came out and had like close ones. He came out just like and just rose.
But the way it ended,
Yeah,
I think kind of tarnished the whole.
It did, and that's what sucks. And that's what society nowadays. Like Pacquiao, you Google him, you probably see him laid out. That's what you'll see first before you see all his achievements. And he has a great record. He's a great boxer, but you'll probably see him sleeping face down is what you see when you Google Pacquiao. You feel me? Or Ronda Rousey.
But he's a great fucking fight. He's one of the greats, dude.
But what's famous and went viral is his sleeping memes and shit.
Yeah. But that's kind of lazy, of society in general, That guy's a great fight. I agree with Blake. For me, dude, when I think of the quintessential athlete and the quintessential winner, I think of Michael Jordan, dude. And and you look at him and the things he could do physically match up with the things he could do that you could count. And the things you could count are championships. When I look at Tom Brady and I see the championships and then I see him physically, I'm like, this doesn't fucking add up, dude. This guy shouldn't be the greatest athlete or greatest, sportsman.
But what does it add up? The numbers add up.
He doesn't pass the sniff test to me. I look at him, I'm like, who is this guy, dude? He's not tough. He's not gifted physically. You could never look at Jordan and say, no, Jordan wasn't tough. Of course he was fucking tough. You could never say, damn, Jordan was limited physically.
But the quarterback, you test his accuracy and how he throws. So his completions and his fucking accuracy is what you see. That's what you judge. And that's why he's clean. He doesn't. It's a different sport. So his different position in his sport. Like everyone else is big, but he's the quarterback. And he's proven like his numbers, his passing numbers are up there. His accuracy and his wins, man. He's got the titles, and he's done it better than everybody. And then he left the team and just fine. He brought his characters over, but he did it with another team to show you, like, it's me, motherfucker, not the organization, not Billy.
Last year worked out fucking perfectly.
For him. Even more now, but I was also with you because I was a Dolphins fan. We hate that motherfucker. It's
absolutely
hard to be biased.
I don't want to talk about that bitch anymore. So here's what question I want to ask you guys. If they told you 100% and showed you proof, hey, you're in a fucking simulation, dude. None of this is really real. This is all computer generated. You're a player in this game. Would that change your day-to-day?
Hell yeah, I'll GTA this shit all day.
But hey, there's consequences in the game too.
True, but since I know it's a simulation, and then this is not my parents, these are not nothing. Like nobody's here is real. Like I'm not. Fuck it.
Well, how would that change?
Because they just proved to me that none of this is real, and I have proof. You just told me, like, I know for sure it's a simulation. Then nobody's real in here. It's a simulation, so I'm gonna be not giving a fuck. Even though the feeling, I might not be able to do it as easy, but I'm gonna act like if I'm about to die in 10 hours, I'm gonna go out with a bang. I'm gonna like.
Well, no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's a simulation, but you're still a character. I'm still a character. Tank is still a character.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have the fears that I have now, thinking this is real life. I'll be like, I don't care. I'm gonna go hard and just go in because fuck it.
But there's still consequences, dude. In the simulation, if you die, you die.
True, but I'm not talking about just like a life or death things. I'm talking about just decisions and choices that you fear. Since I know this is not real, I'll give it all because, I think because of the natural way of thinking, like you're not just gonna gamble. But since I know, hey man, fuck it, give it. This is not real. You can be whatever. Like you have more of a gutsier decision making. I think, to me at least, I'll be more ballsy. I feel like give it all. Like fuck it. I wouldn't work. I would just try to do shit and like I don't know. I think if I found out the truth, I wouldn't like give a fuck.
How about you, Tank?
I don't know. It's hard because like for example, I just had a baby 6 months ago, so it's like you want to enjoy all that shit still. It's real to you. Like I've thought about it. Like, dude, what if I'm in a fucking coma right now, bro? And then I wake up and I'm like, oh fuck. I don't know. You just want to enjoy the things, and he said, there's consequences. You're still gonna go to jail.
It's like that movie Soul. Look, at the end of it, it tells you, look, you're really meaningless in this whole world, so enjoy it as you are, but also live your life and enjoy what you have. Don't try to expect more and live it. You feel me? Just be here at the moment, live in the moment. So it's like, if I found out, I'll just be more free. Like right now, my attitude is like be stress free, live free. Imagine if I find out similar, I'll be even less. Like fuck that. Like
But
I'm
would you though? You still need to work. You still need money to live in the
I
house.
would, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't be like I'm gonna do the 9 to 5 rat race, which is like because I know this is all fake. I'll just try to be what I want to be and like not worry. Like,
Hey, but this is the beauty of the simulation or of whatever we're in. You could still do that if that's really what you want. You know what I mean?
but the way
For
I
me,
think about it, since I know it's not real, that means I can like wake up and like try it again. That's how I would see it. So I'll be like, if I'm a simulation, I won't die, but I could probably, I don't know. I just would feel less worried, in my opinion.
but you could still do that. That's the beauty of it. Like honestly, I could say for me, probably like a lot wouldn't change. I still would be. I still know what the rules of the game are. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's a simulation. Okay, is that the name you gave to what I'm in? Okay, it's all I've known anyway. So I'm still in it. I know the rules. If I put a gun to my head and I pull a trigger, I know that the game is over. If I stop paying my bills, I know that I'm gonna have problems. If I stop working, I know.
But that is also theoretically speaking, if you die in a simulation. Or what if it's like you die and then you just wake up?
In another simulation.
Or if this simulation, there has to be a real form of you somewhere, right?
Okay,
If
in
you're
this simulation
somewhere,
right now, I gotta go take a piss.
yeah.
I'll be right back. Keep it going, fellas. I'll be right back.
All right. Let me see. What's up with you, Tank? You got
I'm
me
looking at
muted. Huh?
I'm looking at that gravity bong, dude.
Yeah, that shit's dope, man. All it is basically, remember the old milk cartons? They used to make gravity bongs before. They'll get a bucket of water, they'll cut
Yeah.
the bottom, and they'll just push it down and then pull it up. This just does it for you. You just spin it, and it pulls the bowl, and you flip it, and it pushes it out. It's crazy. Yo, you seen all the videos?
You got all the rigs, bro.
Yo, you seen all the videos I've been putting out?
No, I haven't seen all of them, bro.
Go subscribe to Cutler Tracks. Go right now on your phone. CUTLERTRAX. Cutler Tracks YouTube. And subscribe.
That's
Everybody
you.
watching, go subscribe too, man. Got some good music. What else? I'm gonna think about doing a raffle with Randy. Hey, Randy. Hey, Randy.
Yo,
In like 2 weeks, let's raffle out an old goat shirt. Let's do a little raffle. Have people follow a couple pages and like this.
hell yeah,
And we'll pick a winner and we'll just mail out a shirt. So
hell yeah.
we'll do a giveaway.
Let's do it, man.
We'll
For
do
the
a
culture.
Yeah, mask and shirt.
What happened to Mowgli, dude?
He was gonna come and he stopped by and he's like, "Yo, he was coming over here. He stopped by just to say my bad. He had to ride, so yeah, he's I think he's preparing. He's gonna be moving soon. So.
Out of town?
No, like a new spot around town, just a new place.
Okay.
Lease is up.
Yeah, I would like to have him on the show, dude. He's a cool
Let's
cat.
get him.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So I don't know. When I think about it, I'm like, fuck, not that much changes for me, dude. You know, if that were a thing, I'd be like, all right, fuck it, dude. What changes really? Like the fucking rules are still the same.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's how I was with whoever was commander in chief. I'm like, look, yes, some of the rules change and some things happen with businesses and taxes, but overall, everyone that's came in office, my life has pretty much stayed the same. I still got to go to work. I still got to pay bills. I still got to do everything. Just live take care of your circle and like prepare, strap up, buy some bullets and stay ready.
Be kind to each other.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, and that's true, man. Over the years, I've learned like to be more humble, more like good, and because you start realizing you don't want that bad energy. You feel me?
No, dude, it's better to be.
Depends how you look at it. Some people look at it as the energy, vibrations, religion, being good. It's like it's the same shit, just different descriptions.
It's better to share. It's better to be humble. It's better to let other people say things, good or bad, whatever, than you say them. It's just, it's better, dude. I think to just, to do it that way, and Dude, honestly, do you really think that that motherfucker in that fucking White House really cares about you? No, dude. They don't like. They don't even know who the. We don't even fucking exist, dude. We're a number, dude. We're a number that's
Any
paying
business.
taxes.
It's like any business. We want good reviews, and you want the clients happy. But it's just more on a business tip. You feel me? Like I don't care
We're
about.
customers.
Yeah, your customers. That's what we are. You know, as that's how you look at it. Like they really don't give a fuck, but they also don't want the bad review.
Exactly.
And that's it. They're trying to cater to us. I don't know. I kind of got why people wanted this guy because he was like shot out, but at the same time, like, man, he's just showing like just bad vibes. Like he's just doing like he's not
Who,
trying.
the Trumpster?
Yeah, the Trumpster. So I know.
I just wish there was better options, dude. On both, you know.
I always said if he would have just responded differently and approached it different, he might have not been fucked with. But it's just the way he handles shit. It was just different, and like I didn't like that. So I was like, you know what, this is too grimy. Like I know
You
politics.
think he's coming back in 2024?
The sad part is he has a possibility of a chance because
And that is a sad commentary on the politics we have in this country, that we got this really old guy who we're not really fucking sure. Honestly, we're not sure if he's gonna make it. You know, he may not make it to the end of the race, and then waiting for us potentially is Trump again, possibly.
But I think because of what we spoke about earlier, all these like cancel cultures and the new culture, that I think they're gonna push more for a woman president and push Kamala to take over. Like if anything, if she does well enough, just because of what it is.
She might be president before she gets elected.
Well, yeah, that too. If that happens, God forbid. But
yeah,
I think just because of that, they'll try to use that because it's another tool. You know, it's like first time, so they bring a lot of new heads. Women will vote. So I think they're gonna try to do that. I'll be their tool, but this guy can do it.
Dude, she was a motherfucker in California, dude. She put a lot of fucking people in jail, dude. She put a lot of fucking a lot of African Americans in jail, a lot of African Americans to work.
You know how I see it though? It's kind of like not like exactly, but it's kind of like sports. You feel me? Like, look, Rondo and LeBron hated each other when they play against each other. When they get traded and they're on the same team, it's like, hey, how we play? And that's how like, oh, you were campaigning with him. You were like, yeah, we were on different teams at that time. Got traded. It's just like any other thing, man.
It's a game.
If us three were in positions of power, like we'll try to hire your cousin, your wife, and get my brother, and that's what they're doing. They're just doing what we do in the blocks, just in the bigger,
the same shit on a bigger scale. There's levels.
Yeah, that's all it is. Man. They're bringing their homies in, and
but like, within the levels, it's the same concepts. You know, like yeah,
they got power, man.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't know, dude. The one thing I would fucking like is, and maybe we're getting it now, you know, because like you said, Biden's kind of like hanging back, you know, he's not really fucking,
he's doing the original politics sneaky, like very under the radar shit. This guy was out there being just shot out.
Well, look, if you look at the mafia guys, when you think about mafia, and the mafia, I think sometimes is not that far removed from politics. The fucking best mafia guys, they weren't fucking the worst mafia guys were out in their fucking fancy suits and driving loud cars, and those were the worst mobsters, dude. The best mobsters, you didn't even fucking know who they were, dude. They were like they would even play a character. Some of them would play like, there was one famous guy they used to call him the Chin. I can't remember his name. He might have been the head of the Genovese family. He had a whole character that he played that was a crazy guy that would walk around in his pajamas. And the dude was the leader of one of the 5 major families, but he played this character. So he was kind of like almost like a low-key guy that nobody would pay attention to.
Always low-key. I've always said that. One of my songs, I say that. I say, is it fact or fiction? Everybody's real rap, but it's all a rap contradiction. Because to me, if you're a rapper, you're not that street real dude. Because they're under the radar. They don't like attention. They don't like being seen. So the moment you cross over to entertainment, you're not that real dude. You probably hang out with them, but if you decide to do that route, you're not that. So it's like a rap contradiction. But everybody's real rap. Like, yo, real rap. I want to talk real shit. You feel me? Like, it's a contradiction in itself. Like, you can't. The real dudes, they're not on camera. You feel me? It's like
They end up in the slammer.
they don't do Instagram. They don't do.
If
all
you
that.
want to be a real fucking gangster, the career is fucking short. Okay, and there's probably a lot of glory in the short span, but at the end of the day, it usually doesn't end well.
Plus, a lot of the ones that get glorified, they usually end up getting caught or snitching or die. And the real ones that we should celebrate are the ones that we don't know about because they haven't got caught and they're still never known. Those are the real G's, like the ones that those guys are working for, you know?
Anybody seen the Tekashi fucking...
I started watching some of it, but it's interesting because he's a smart man, but he's kind of like shady. I don't like that shit.
You seen it, Tank?
Are
you a fan of that guy?
I haven't seen him. I like some of his music.
He doesn't give a fuck, dude. What is that on? Do you know?
He said he feels like Batman. Fucking
Why?
getting people locked up and stopping crime. He really said that.
He's fucking crazy, dude.
Yo, but with him, he is crazy, but he's smart. He's a smart kid. He did like what Trump did. He knew how the social media works. He knows how that whole sending shit. He just did it. And then because we grew up in that culture, you know, you don't snitch. So I don't like him for that shit. But at the same time, when you hear his side, it's true. Look, he affiliated himself with these gang members. He doesn't really know them. He just did it for that. They protected him. And then they were like fucking his girl, robbing him and all this shit. He was like, fuck them. I'm not going down for them.
So yeah, it's you or me, motherfucker.
But if he would have, like, I agree with that in a sense. But if he would have just stayed quiet, left the seat and stayed quiet, but he came back out talking shit. And he's trying dudes on purpose, knowing that he's being protected by the government. No one's fucking with him. So he tries all these like street rappers, and no one's fucking with him because he's walking around with bodyguards that are working, and they know he's being watched by the government. So I think they're using him.
I'm surprised he's alive, dude.
I think they're using him. I think they want him to come at him, people to come at him, so they can start taking down people. So he's kind of like, I think the government's using him. You feel me? He's like baiting everybody to start drama, to find all these people and make them come out of the woodworks. You feel me? Like the moment they do hit him, they can't hit on him because they'll go down.
Do you think the government today legitimately has a problem with hip hop and rap culture?
I don't think they have a problem. I think they see a cash cow. Like it's just like everything else. So like they're using it. It's a tool. It's just like the court system. Like that's why weed was like illegal. Like when they will pull you over, they'll give you the option. You want to go in, do time, go to jail. You want to like do like the drug court, and you'll just obviously everyone picks drug courts. The numbers go up on people that have addiction to weed, and they get money cycling monthly through these court fees. And they keep it going, and the numbers are high. Like marijuana addiction is like skyrocketing, and it's like a tool, just like cars. Why the fuck do they make the cars go 120 if the speed limit is 60? Like make all cars go 40, and nobody breaks the law. But they give it to you like, nope, it's in your hands. We want tickets to go up and shit.
Yeah, it's all money, dude.
Yeah, insurances, all that bullshit. Like there's healthier and organic ways, but there's no money in like ozone technology and water and shit like that. They're gonna give you like, nah, take this. And the people who make the drugs make the food. FDA, how funny. It's fake food.
It's all controlled, bro.
Yeah, it's all like a circle, huh?
The vaccine.
It's getting more exposed. So, but that's also causing chaos and confusion because it's like there's mad theories, but then you don't believe.
I've been drinking, bro. Did I ask you about the vaccine already?
You did not ask me, no.
Are you getting it? I asked Tank. Tank.
Facility.
Tank. I know it's late, dog. You gotta bail.
Yeah. I gotta get out of here.
All right, brother.
Early tomorrow.
Thank you, dog.
Bye, guys.
See you next week. Gio, you want to hang a little bit longer before we get out of here?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up in a few minutes, bro.
Pressure.
All right, Tank. Thanks, dog.
Nada, brother. Peace out.
Peace.
Yeah, with the vaccine, the hospital's been trying to enforce it, but it's not obligated. But they've been asking. I just been like on the fence still. I'm kind of waiting it out. I think I might end up doing this. It's like I told you. I don't know if I told you on air. I was in the military, so I've had the anthrax vaccine. I've worked at a hospital, so I've had the mandatory flu. So I've taken all of them that's come across.
Yeah, they pump you up in the military, right? With all that shit.
when I go overseas, you have to get all the vaccines in case. So I feel like my body's already in that cycle, so I should do it, but I haven't done it yet. But
And do you know anything about them? Like which one you would choose, or you would just take whatever
I think
one?
the one that my job's offered is the Pfizer, whatever the fuck,
Pfizer.
Pfizer.
Yeah.
So people are doing it. You know, they've been good. Like half the people that are staffed with me, they've taken it. A lot of the doctors. The second,
So it's optional for them right now.
right now, it's not obligated. No, it's not mandatory.
And
Well, they keep like, hey, you got it. Like, no. So, like, it's like my department director's more like honest, but
how many people? Like, what percentage would you say have taken them?
I say about 50% of my staff has.
So it's 50-50.
Yeah. We have a lot of older assistants too, a lot of Cuban ladies, Hispanic ladies. So a lot of them, you know, they jumped on it right away. It's kind of like my parents and my girl's parents. We were more focused on them getting them because they're higher risk. But I don't know. It's I'm on the fence because also for like you said, like all these stories you hear of vaccines and all the scares. So it's kind of like you're scared too. And then you hear all the shit that you see. It's like it's too quick for a vaccine. Is this side effects? So you're just scared. You feel me? Like there's too much information, and that happens with me. I'm a caregiver, and in my career, like people show up to appointments with like printed out fucking Google notes, and I'm like, why'd you come here, motherfucker? If you're gonna go against everything we're saying, are you the fucking doctor? Like I get you, but at the same time, you gotta like not do that. Also, like you gotta just come. If you're here, like don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you here to go against everything? If that's what you're
Right.
around, why do you even come? Like to cause problems and not believe us? Like people
Dude,
think
I
we're
feel like a villain with my cat here, dude.
I know. I got 5 cats though. Yo, like people think we're kind of like mechanics. People always think we're up and up, like we're trying to like get them. Like, yo, I went in there for cleaning and they tell me I need brakes, I need this. It's like they're not lying to you. It's like when you go for an oil change, you do need your tires rotated. You do need fucking brake pads. You do need this, but I know you can't afford it. But they're not giving you what you need today. But they're giving you the full thing, and you get scared because you see the number. Here's the total treatment plans, like 20 stacks. And you're like, fuck. But it is true. And
Yeah,
majority
I'm that guy, dude. I go into the dentist, and no offense, I know you're in that field, and I'm like,
they hate us.
do I
Everyone,
really need to do all that, dude?
you should. You know why? Look, majority of people do not take care of their dental because it's not something you get taught. And it's so true. Now, the entrance to your body is your mouth. Everything that goes in your body goes in your mouth. So if you have shit in your mouth, like bacteria, you're swallowing that shit constantly. Like I always give
Yeah.
this example for
I know
floss.
you tell me every time, do not
Look,
go to sleep without brushing your teeth.
right, because you think about it, you're like sazonando your teeth with whatever you ate all day. And people usually be like, yeah, I brush in the morning. I'm like, so you go to sleep 6 hours, it's dirty. You wake up, you brush your teeth too late, then you eat breakfast and you're dirty till tomorrow again. You feel me? Or
Yeah.
when I ask them, do you floss? And they're like, nah, not really, once in a while. And they don't make a face. But then when I'm like, yo, you take showers? They're like, yeah. I'm like, you wash your feet? They're like, yeah, of course. I'm like, you clean between your toes? They're like, every day. I'm like, you saw your face? You're like, every day? Hell yeah. I'm like, but when I ask you about flossing, you're like, once a year. I'm like, that's nasty. I'm like, you clean your feet more than your teeth, basically, is what you're telling me. You feel me? Like, and no one tells you to clean between your toes. You do it religiously every day, hands down. But your teeth, you're like, but you should. You feel me?
Yeah, no, it's crazy when you're not in that world.
And you know who hates us the most? The guys who have the most problems because they don't take care of the shit. The reason why the people that have good teeth like us because they don't have to do shit when they come to our appointments. They're like, all right, you're good. See you in 6 months. The other guy's like, I hate the dentist. They're always drilling my teeth. I wonder why, motherfucker. You got 17 cavities every time you come.
Yeah, I got an appointment coming up for the cleaning. I have anxiety over it, dude.
I mean, it's because we come from the eras where they used to do shit crazy.
Yeah, my dad used to take me to some fucking dentist, dude, when I was a kid. That like he might have not had a fucking license. Who knows, dude? And it was just like painful, dude, and it was like uncomfortable and like I've had some bad experiences.
See, and that's what I do. I work in pediatrics, so we try to unravel those. Like, we get a lot of traumatized kids that have gone like 4 offices, and we get them, and we're like the last stop. We better do it. Like, we have to, because they've already got. They're like, oh, we're from Naples. They don't have. We tried here, here, here. No one can do shit, and we're like, we have to. We're like the final stop.
Well,
So,
you know what's underrated, and I don't know how much they teach this in medical and dental field, the bedside manner of
Super
any
important.
professional, dude. It's because you would think that anybody who got to that level, knows how to do the technical aspect of things.
So important, man. It's tone matching and reading. Like I see this coworker of mine brings in people that they'll call you like Mr. Garcia, and you come to the door. She just turns around, and starts walking, and already cut the corner. The patient's like in the hallway, like, where'd she go? I'm like, go this way. Like, I hate that. To me, that's like rude. Me, I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm just follow me this way. We're gonna turn here. We're gonna go here. And I do the techniques called TSD: tell, show, do. I tell you, I show you, and then I do it. All right, I'm gonna use this right here. This is what we'll do. This. Here we go. All right, now we'll take a picture. This is X-ray right here, and and they like that. People like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. People like to know what to expect. This
Yeah.
may sting a little bit, for a second or whatever. You're prepared.
Adults like kids. I don't show the needle in the, like my doctor just like flashes the needle in your face. That shit gives you anxiety. Like I put it, hide everything so it just doesn't look.
Right. The optics.
It's psychological, man. Like, and people
Yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
look. Sometimes I get parents and they're like, I want you to work with my kid next visit. I'm like, oh, but I'm not the doctor. I'm like, yeah, I don't care who the doctor is as long as you're there because you like know how to work with my kids. Because they'd be like I take pride because I always like getting the patients that like they tell me like, oh, they can never get X-rays, they can never do cleanings, they can't do shit, and I end up doing all that shit without tying the kid down or nothing. And they're like, oh my god, he's never done this because you got to play with them. You feel me? I get little kids, I put on like Princess Disney music. I get like the teenagers, I put on some like cool shit that they relate with. I play Fortnite, I can relate with video games. I know comic books. You give me an old like Spanish parent, I'm putting some salsa merengue on. You feel me? You get some like African American patient, I put like some Marvin Gaye. Like you got to read the field. If they come aggressive, you kind of go aggressive with them because you don't want them to steamroll you.
Yeah, and then you diffuse.
And you tone match. Some people come in angry, and like if you let them like, oh, you put your tail between your legs, they're gonna eat you up, and they'll run right up. You fucking boom, and you stop, and they're like, whoa, all right, and they kind of like back the fuck off. You're like, no, excuse me, I'm sorry. And you just aggressive, but a lot of people they get all frail, and they see that.
That shit works though, dude. Because I have when I'm going to places as a consumer. Because I mean, you're not really a consumer when you're going to like a dentist or doctor or whatever, but you kind of are. And sometimes I go in with an aggressive thing, and if that happens, where somebody says, "Hey, wait a second, yo, I'm gonna put you in your place real quick.
You're
This
like,
is where you're at, okay?"
and you shut up, type of shit, right?
And then I'm like, "Okay,
yeah,
okay, he knows or she knows," and they just kind of put me in my place, but in a where I know where they know what's up. They're not a fool, and then I disarm. I'm like, okay, I know what I'm dealing with, because sometimes you do deal with a lot of bullshit in those places, and you got that attitude already coming in. So that shit's important, dude. To how you present it, and then to bring them. Yo, hold up. This is you're here for this. We're gonna do that. Chill out. I'm not your enemy.
Exactly.
And then most people will be like, all right.
Not everybody has that ethics. You feel me? And you see it. You see how I am. Like when I would work with the style, I'd be like, yo, these guys are like, I don't care how much I make or what I'm doing. Like I want to be better at. I want to like shine. Like, and that's one thing I learned over the years. Like I used to be like the minimalistic, do whatever they just ask for. You feel me? But then I'm like, when I became in the position of supervising and having people under me, is when you realize like, fuck, I hate people that like don't do what they're supposed to because you got to carry all the weight.
Yeah, it brings the whole operation down.
And then you never want to be that person. It's like, but it's how you approach it. Like, it's just a different mindset. Remember, I told you when I first got with you, I was like, yo, your office is like your brain right now. I feel like your mind's cluttered right now. And you started slowly doing it, and you started like implying like all these different little like things around the office. It started like clicking. You feel me? It was dope.
Yeah, for real. The visual affects the mental, dude. Definitely, man. That shit happens for sure.
I think it happens with everything. I think with the politics, with theories, I think we're so engulfed in it. You start seeing shit, you believe certain things, and that's what you're so prone and keen and focused on that. Like you want it. You want it to happen. Like when you see that light, like UFO, like you're
you know what I see with that, dude? All the racial divide that happened in the last year or so or more, that is not indicative of my real life and my real upbringing. I went to school always, all the schools were completely mixed. There was Actually, there wasn't that many white people in any of the schools that I went to. They were kind of the minority, really, in Hialeah. But there's a lot of Hispanic people all over, from all over. Not just Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Central American, some South American. A lot of African American. And there wasn't, dude. That type of racism that we saw on TV. It's not. Maybe it's where we live. That we live
it's
kind
where
of in
we
a
live. You
melting
know
pot.
why? Because I got that from Vegas. Because when I went to Vegas, over there, the Hispanics and blacks, at least in the era when I went, like early 2000s, it wasn't like that. Like they still like it was like the American me and the Mayate. You feel like, oh, we don't fuck with the blacks over there. Like, but in our city, the Chicos wear golds, got cornrows, they ride donks, and they're like, hey, dog, what they do? But so it's a different culture because I would talk over there. They're like, yo, you don't talk like the Spanish boys over here. Over there, they're all like, hey, what's up, SA, the high nine, the fed. You feel me? Over there, I was like, what's up, my nigga? Like,
Órale.
yeah, I'd be like talking dirty style. I would say nigga a lot. And that was like kind of like, whoa, you don't say that. Like, what? It's like a common thing around my way. Because the Chicos and the blacks, there is no racial, like, it's like a gumbo pot of cultures here, like Jamaicans, Trinis, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. And it's like, we don't have that big racial shit. Yeah, there's like city divides, like the different like cultures. But in the city, I think we have a good, like, we don't have a big racial, like some of the other,
Divide.
yeah, like other cities like LA, like the gang shit. You have like Mexican gangs and the blacks, and they don't get along and shit. Like, so I definitely believe it's where we're at. It's a little bit less than around the like other cities, like Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia. Fucking, those are real like racist. Fucking, they deal with a lot of that shit. But I feel like we do a lot less.
Yeah, I mean, and even Cuban culture, dude. I don't know the numbers, but there's a lot of black in Cuba, dude. It's and a lot of mixed families in
Well,
Cuba too.
Hispanics, they're racist even with their own blacks who are like black, like they're how Latinos are, man. They're so shut out, bro.
Yeah, but dude, if you look at Cuba, dude, Cuba with all its faults that it has with the communism and all the bullshit, it's completely integrated, dude, for a long fucking time, dude. Like when you think of Jackie Robinson, here in the U.S., dude, that was never even an issue in Cuba, dude. Like white people, black people playing, like that was.
The racism shit is really mainly big here.
Yeah,
It's not as big in other countries. Like, it's not like that. Like, in most of the country, it's not as big as racial is an issue here in the United States more than anything.
yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro.
Because in other countries, yeah, there's some little like prejudice, but it's not like we have here. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's. I still don't think it's anywhere near what we get shown on TV.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes I feel like, fuck, dude, that. And again, maybe it's from where I grew up and all that. I'm like, fuck, really, dude? They're still fucking doing that shit in these places. That doesn't make any fucking sense. But
it's true.
Hopefully, we can fucking move past all that shit because it's like an old problem. It's like we haven't resolved that yet.
I think, like I said, I think with time, like just age itself, it will take care of the old habits. I think a couple more, like 20 more years, and it's just naturally, it's gonna just eliminate that old ways just by time itself.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a fucking woman of culture in the royal family, or maybe she's not in the royal family.
Look, it's happening right now.
That's the step.
All that turmoil that's happening right now in the royal thing is changing, just like here. Like, hey, the whole world's changing to this equality shit, not just because you're like they're getting looked at like dumbasses now.
It's hitting home for them. It's like
they're getting negative
now it's
right
in.
now.
Yeah, now it's our
They're trying
problem.
to protect their shit. Now they're looking like the assholes. Now they look like you guys are just looking bad now. Like, y'all just better just turn it down and like.
Yeah. Fucking get with the program, dude.
Right. So I think that's what's gonna happen around, like, overall. But they're gonna be passing the baton down. So there's still gonna be little stragglers here and there pushing that.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time, dude. Like next generation, hopefully. Because I mean, if you think about it, dude, like our parents were growing up in an era in this country where there were still like segregation, where there was still, you go this water fountain, you go that.
At that era, they were working for what we have right now. Like, like women can vote, and civil rights, equal rights, and like all this shit. Like, we're seeing the fruits of their labor.
It's
and
not that long ago, though.
Right.
If you think about it, it's like shit.
It's not, but it was like a good 20 that all the things that we're benefiting from is from what they put in all those movements. And I feel like the same thing, like in 2030 or some shit like that. I feel like we'll see a lot of the benefits from all the.
Yeah, mentalities are hard to change sometimes too. So when you have like people from that era still around, they could still influence younger people too. That I know it exists. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I don't
Even
think
the good change. Remember, I told you nobody wants to change, even if it's for the good. But after they get into it, like, oh, this is a better thing to do. Like, but at first, no one's gonna want to do it. They're so used to it, like they rather just like, fuck it. It's like some people do Uber Eats. They rather pay $40 for like a $5 meal instead of getting in a car and just go get it. It's a luxury, so people just don't care.
Yeah, convenience. Yo, where can the people go check you out? You've been putting out a lot of music. You've been
So my GNP Arrow is my tag in all the social media. So GNP and the word Arrow is on my tag everywhere. But for the music, go to YouTube, Cutler Tracks, like Cutler Ridge, CUTLERTRAX, Cutler Tracks. Go subscribe and follow us. And stick around. I think like in a week or so, Randy and I are going to be doing a giveaway with that same shirt he got on right there, Young Bucks and Old Ghost Whiskey. And we'll get a little sticker pack with the shirt and a mask, man. We'll get that shit going.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, hell yeah. That's a good idea. And I'm going to hit you up. Talk to Mowgli for me. I can hit him up too.
I got it. Just give me the subject and we'll set it up. He's down.
Yeah. Let's I want to hang with that dude a little bit. And I would love to fucking Mr. Crab. Is that his name?
Yeah, no, Cobb.
Cobb, my bad.
Cobb. You know why? Cool as white boy.
Cool as white boy. Hell yeah, dude. I did listen to his podcast with Chris, and he talked about some interesting shit, dude. It'd be cool to have him hang out one day.
On a lot of the subjects you speak of, he'll love to speak. He'll talk. He's a person.
And like Ghost Hunter, dude, that would be fucking amazing,
that's his sister,
dude.
Maybe we can chime her in.
Yeah, dude, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I'll set it up. Let's do it.
I don't know if she has like non-disclosure agreement or some shit that maybe who knows.
Find out. We might just zoom her ass in. She might not even know. Yeah. She is. But let's do
That'd be fucking cool, bro. All right, dude. Anything else we want to hit up before we get the fuck out of here?
Nah, man. Thank you. Y'all go subscribe, man. Keep following, man. Get ready. We're gonna get to 100 episodes on Young Bucks.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's do it, man. All right, stay tuned, fellas. Thank you, brother. And let me see if I can hit the music here. We'll get the fuck out of here. Thank you, brother.
Peace out.